Let's go back. Good? Oh.
I want to check on my phone.
C'est qui alors là, c'est super du point quand même.
Ouais.
What if no one Imagine no one.
We have 0. We have 9 viewers. It's skyrocketing.
Does that update instantly? Oh, 35.
35 years. 68 years.
How many do you expect?
Matt, you're just MC.
Matt, you're live on TV right now.
Matt, you got MC.
This is live television.
This is live. This is national television.
Oh my god. Dad. You're watching this.
Can you guys hear us? Comment on the right bar. We have pizza. Let's see.
And beer? Beer?
Yeah, get this beer. Sure. Testing. Oh yeah.
We should
Put the tweets out.
We probably not allowed to have like anything on this table.
No, it's fine. Group chat. Okay. I want to have a way to chat with people. There it is. Pizza? No. Oops. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's done.
I'm very confused. Can you guys hear me at all? Why is it not working? Enter chat or message link here.
You should try to find the live stream. How are you doing?
Well, I would expect that people could comment here, but no one's commented. Tweet at me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. You guys can hear the ping pong game. Hi, Blake.
Ping pong so bad.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can comment on this Google system, the Google Hangouts. Doesn't seem like you guys can. But what you can do is you can tweet me questions and I'll just start answering them as you tweet them at me. So go to Twitter @LostLeBlanc or Snapchat. Send me some questions and I'll start answering things.
Figure out this group chat. I think it's only if you invite people who are on your Google Friends.
Can you open your Google Friends to your...
You should just open this up. People are watching. You should just type into it. Right.
Alright, this isn't very organized, guys. It's my first live stream, and it's not working very well.
Especially searching how to do it.
Okay. Comments are to the side of the video. Oh,
We can't see them.
why can't I see the videos? Or the comments? Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm working on this.
Just a live control.
We're working on it here.
I paid you guys in the room.
This is a very intense ping pong game going on here.
It's crazy.
You can do it. Where the heck are the comments? To list all available, enter.
Oh, you could do like choose like right now you're doing only you or something, I think.
Chat, open, close.
Well done, tennis.
Désolé, le second de faire plein. Ça me permet d'égaliser. Ils ont la frappe.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This isn't very organized. We're losing people here. Where the heck are the comments?
Ouais.
Control.
If I go, I could also read the comments off if I go into the next screen.
Broadcast settings.
Oh my!
Désolé,
If I go on this.
désolé.
Le mec de l'autre côté d'ordinateur qui doit démarrer. Le son et le petit Skype.
Ah, ils sont sur Skype. Sorry for
No, no
No,
worries,
no,
no
it's a good
worries.
game.
It's a great game. Where the
You guys are
Yeah,
good.
someone. You want to play out there?
We're okay for now. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but maybe leave. Where do the rackets go?
We are supposed to give.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, good night.
Good night, guys.
If I just find the comments and
Yeah, okay. Well, if Stein opens it up,
where do we go?
I don't know. Did it show up on?
Blake, tell us where it is.
Okay, someone snapped me the response. Did that cheer mean they are finally? Yes, they're done playing tennis now.
Ping pong.
Crazy
Table
ping
tennis.
pong match.
Okay,
When is
someone
that first?
commented. No. The tennis noise is so annoying.
Okay, Blake, where's that feed coming from though?
How did you guys access this video? Because it doesn't even look like it shows up on my YouTube homepage. Not for me, at least. Man, I just wish I knew what was going on.
I will find it.
Let's go.
Don't tell me. Hello.
Hi, Sam.
Okay, live now.
I don't think we've actually hit 100,000 yet, right?
Okay, I have the comments now.
I think so.
Pretty much.
You have the comments?
I think someone found this.
All right, we might have the comments here, guys. This will put an end to this mess.
You go down here.
Do you see the videos?
I'm on some live.
It's gonna be at the top. That's it there.
Yeah. How can you comment? This is on the. Where the? This is so annoying.
This is so annoying. Can someone help us out? Please help us out. Hi.
It makes no sense. Blake, solve the problem for us.
The comments are on live chat section rather than on the comment section. Not sure if you can see the name as what we can. I don't see any live comments.
Do you want to just like minus this for a second, minimize it?
This page is actually okay.
It's obviously not on this one, so just minimize it and try to find it.
Don't understand why this is so hard. Did the live stream show up here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. No log.
Is that gonna put away your live stream?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, this could work. I think I found it. Ta-da! I found the comments. Okay, sorry
Okay.
guys. I had to do this some really silly way, but we have it now.
So
Okay.
if we like make this smaller, push it over, and then you know what I mean? So just have the comments kept and we can put the other live stream up.
Yeah. We got a system now. Things are going.
Okay, we see the comments, finally.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
this is clear.
There we go. We are set up.
Okay.
We are optimized.
Holy Chaz.
Okay. So I'm going to take the first question. Where are you planning to go after your trip to Romania? Okay, thanks for the question, Carlo. First, here's the beer. We got 2.5 liters of beer for like $2 US. It was so cheap. So anyways, after Romania, I am flying to Ontario, which is Eastern Canada, and I'm meeting with Laura. Her and I, we go every summer. We hang out by her cottage, and it's like my favorite time of the year. We're just gonna go there, take out the boat, relax for like a week, make some awesome videos, and show you guys what the cottage looks like. It's one of the coolest things. And then after that, we're gonna go to Montreal, which is the French-speaking part of Canada. We're gonna go there for probably about a week, and I've got like my whole dad's side of the family living out there. That's where the LeBlanc comes from, the French family. So that's what we're doing after that. And then in September, there's some really big trips coming up that Laura and I will be going on, so you guys will be really stoked on that. Where will you join Laura? Answer that. Someone asked, are you asking from chats or tweets? Originally I was saying tweets, but just send me the questions here and I can hopefully try to find your question. Someone said, when are you coming to Ireland? I've been to Ireland before. My grandpa's from Ireland, and so I visited him about 5 years ago, but I don't currently have any near future plans to go there. But one of the things with the travel vlogging is it could really happen last minute. This Romania trip was the definition of last minute. Actually, Stein here. He's been traveling for 6 months in Asia, or sorry, in Europe. And so Matt and I were like, all right, we'll come join you. And he couldn't stay in the Schengen zone anymore. And the Schengen zone is like a different group of countries, and basically an agreement that if you're touring, you can only live in those countries for 180 days. So that's how we ended up in Romania. Things pretty last minute. Let's see here, just subscribed. So guys, we are 90 subscribers away from the big 100K. Yeah, let's go get some questions. Okay. Where are you, dude? I am in a hostel games room. It's beautiful. We should put some music on.
I turned it off. I'll get it back.
All right. So I bought pizza for this. That's so good.
To miss unperfection, not your perfection.
Yeah, that's perfection. Thank you very much. Hi from Austria. Hi from Romania. Yeah, Three Musketeers, pretty much. We went to high school together, all of us. Wishing I was in Transylvania. Yeah, Transylvania is an awesome place.
Cool place.
Stein, random historical fact. If you need a couple seconds, I can come back to you while you check your BuzzFeed articles.
Yeah, my BuzzFeed. Shout out to Tiki Tack. I think that's your name on YouTube.
Got it.
I don't get my facts on BuzzFeed. It's from
McGill University.
yeah, I don't know. I'm saying something funny, but I can't.
Okay, I gotta think of a historical fact. I'll come back to you.
We have the pizza and Michael Cuppers.
Where are the pizzas at?
Give us an endorsement from Pizza Hut.
Romanian pizza is the best.
It's not the best, but it does okay.
It's the number one pizza.
Very decent.
It's the number one pizza.
I think this was probably $10 US for 2 mediums, so not complaining. Okay, let's see what else we got. Hi from Toronto. Hi, Stephanie. Sorry, Steffi. Scrolling up, trying to find. She's at home right now in Vancouver. You guys don't know, actually, Laura is doing a half marathon, and that's a ton of distance. It's like 21 kilometers, and she's going to be running that in like a day and a half or so. So send her my blessings. Comment on her Instagram. It's LauraReidd with 2 Ds, and tell her good luck on the half marathon because she'll need it. She literally just started training about a week ago. She's super fit, so she'll do well. She's just one of those naturally fit people. Yo, shit hair.
Not me. Do that.
Oh, me.
Shit. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna update the snap. All right, so the homies are live on Snapchat. Wait, this isn't Snapchat. This is the side of vlogging you don't see. You see the final product. You don't see how many times I've screwed up to make a vlog. Like there's so many little things I say wrong, and it's like, okay, retake. So let's do this again. We are now live on YouTube. Go to my YouTube page, and you'll be able to join in the live chat and celebrate 100K responsibly. Get the people hyphy. All right.
The only way.
I tweeted you. Let's look for some questions. Kumasta from the Filipinas. Thank you. Can you compare? So I'm not sure if it means I look fat in the Philippines or if I look fat now, but
I don't think so.
let's go to the bottom of the comments. All right, let's get some good questions. Come to the UK again. Thank you, Ali Harmsworth. I'm actually going to the UK in about 10 days. There for one layover, so I'll have another London vlog. If you're in London, I'm going to be really busy that day, so I don't think I'll be able to meet you guys. But tweet me, maybe I'll be able to fit something in. I'll try. Are you going to Costa Rica? Yeah, I really want to. Costa Rica is like one of my #1 priorities.
Shout out to Roman.
Is Roman in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Tumblr yourself.
what about Tumblr? That's one of them.
I really want to go to Costa Rica to learn to surf, and that's like my bucket list. I want to surf.
Shout out to Grady Co.
Oh, Grady. Tumblr.
Oh, come on.
Don't go on to saying, ha ha ha, you're not even 100K. I know,
Keep
but
hating.
that's the point where it's pre-party, man.
Just wait.
Oh man, my subs went down. It's awkward. We're here all night, boys.
We'll hit it.
We're gonna hit this. Languages. I speak English and French. And then Australia and New Zealand soon. That's a good question. I really want to go there, and it could potentially be an October trip, so we'll see. Laura and I will be doing sort of like, an Australia, New Zealand trip. What else? Are you going to Spain or Denmark? Not anytime too soon. Why did you choose Romania as destination? You must have missed that part because basically Stein here was traveling Europe. He had to leave the Schengen zone, and so I wanted to travel with Stein, and so did Matt, and so we just kind of figured out we found a way to come out to Romania and meet up with Stein. Any tips for keeping camera safe while traveling? Okay, that's a good question. I used to when I traveled Asia, I stayed in 1-bedroom places a lot because I was too scared to stay in a hostel with even just a GoPro at the time. But I kind of have changed my mindset after staying in some really nice hostels here in Romania. I'm not as worried about it as long as you have a nice locker. It takes a certain person to break a locker and go take your camera rather than, you leaving your camera out in the open. So as long as the place you stay has some form of a locker system, then it seems like it's been really good. Stein could probably speak to that. He's traveled a lot more with hostels than I have.
Yeah, I definitely think that as long as there's a locker and it's not a very sketchy hostel, then I've had very, very few experience with any stuff being stolen out of from hostels. So for the most part, it's very, very safe.
I also have a tip for keeping camera gear and electrical equipment safe. I would say don't get caught in a rainstorm on a Transylvania mountain.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Yeah.
We were caught in the biggest storm. If you didn't see some vlogs, it was zapped by lightning. Except that, but
Close, too close.
But it's actually really, hostels are quite safe. How many subscribers are you away? I am 93 away. So however long that takes, I'm gonna be here. If you guys share my YouTube page, we can get there sooner. Would you go to Cuba? Definitely.
Cuba looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Cuba.
Tell Laura to pack me in her suitcase next time you go to the Philippines. We'll bring you with us, Nicole.
Not enough room. I'm already packed in Laura's suitcase. Sorry,
That's true. You can go in my suitcase. What was your favorite video to make? That's a good question. My favorite video to make would be the one, what's it called? I'll even check, but it's part of my Quran series. It was like just the coolest day where we like, we rented a bike with Heidi and Jackson, and we were just kind of biking around Quran. We saw like a beautiful rainbow in the sky, and we flew the drone around. We saw a mountain, and we're like, hey, let's go climb that mountain. And so we got some amazing footage up there. And then we finished the day by going to a hot spring. It's like the only natural hot spring, saltwater spring in the world, or it's one of 3 natural saltwater springs. My facts are a bit hazy, but it was really cool. And one of the things I actually didn't include in that vlog, I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually technically got sponsored by DJI. It didn't really work out. It was kind of like an informal agreement that I could borrow a drone and then I had to return it. We didn't continue any of that because they wanted so much in return as far as media exposure goes. But I borrowed that drone when I was in Quran. But the thing I never included in the vlog was twice on that trip I almost crashed it. Like not just close, but like I was like sweating. I was so close to crashing it. The first time was in that video with the rainbow. When I flew it, I was flying it in the wrong direction. I thought I was flying it back to home base. But then I was like, where is it? And I kept flying it. I had like 10% battery left. I always push it. Oh, really badly. And then all of a sudden I'm like, holy crap. I'm like out over the ocean and I'm nowhere near getting it back to me. And I just literally got it back, I think with like 2% battery. So that was like really close to losing a drone. And then the second time was I actually hit a rock, and I put that in the vlog. I literally nicked a rock with the landing gear when it was like 100 meters away. So that was pretty bad.
What?
Matt,
What?
Matt, stop making immature sign behind Christian's face.
What else we got? All right, more questions.
No.
Is it annoying to travel with so many cameras? Yeah, it definitely gets really annoying, but that's how I get the best content. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd have one camera that could do it all, that could fly, that could shoot slow motion, that could be used for vlogging, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. So I just put up with it. But the D1, the bag that I use, is like super handy because I can actually fit everything, all my valuables in that one bag. So that makes my life a whole lot easier. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty annoying. What did you study in university? I actually studied something I expect. I studied accounting. It was not fun. For me at the time, it was like, I knew I could learn accounting. I could learn marketing on the job. I knew I could just kind of self-teach myself marketing skills. But to do accounting was a skill that I could never do, just learn on the job. It's something that I need to really throw myself into full-time, take a couple of years or even 5 years to be just fully in it to learn that skill. Because although people think of accounting as just like doing tax returns or boring stuff like that, it's actually like the fundamentals of business. And I knew from a very young age I needed to start my own business because that's just what I've always been motivated to do. Never did I think that business would be related to social media and making videos. But I'm very happy I left the accounting world, and now I'm making videos. Look at my toe, you slut. Colin. I can flag you.
You try the famous Romanian sausage. That's a good question.
Who's that?
It's a troll.
That? Oh, Sam.
What was the first thing that inspired you to travel? Well, I traveled a couple times with my parents when I was younger, but like the real travel began when I went to Bangkok. That would have been like the third year. Is that third year? That was fourth year of university. And the thing that inspired me to do that was that I had never really traveled. Like I had gone on family vacations, and I had done a bit of a school exchange in New Zealand when I was much younger, but it was so locked down because I was young. I wasn't allowed to leave the school. I wasn't able to go and travel. So for me, Bangkok was my first opportunity to like be able to just say, okay, I've got a backpack, and whenever I want, I can book my own ticket and do whatever I want. And I don't know what really inspired me to do it, other than the fact I've just always been a pretty independent person. And for me, that was like the ultimate definition of independence. And I've always really loved beautiful beaches and islands. So yeah, I guess that's what inspired me. Have you been to Iran? No, I haven't. What's the best place to spend Christmas in Thailand? That's very specific. Maybe Koh Tao. I really like Koh Tao. Like Koh Tao is my favorite island, and I think it would be busy there during Christmas. But you could also, you know, have it's not crazy busy. It's still a big enough island. So like Romania, yeah. I'll let Stein and Matt answer that.
Yeah, Romania's awesome. Romania Mania 2016.
Right, wrong.
Yeah.
We're definitely really, because none of us really knew anything about Romania before coming here, so we've just been like straight up exploring everywhere we go.
Yeah.
With no real like predetermined thoughts about the country. So
And I think it succeeded everyone.
yeah, definitely. We've had such a good experience.
Yeah.
It's been really cool. It's like a really random choice of place to go, but
It's much less touristy than the rest of Europe, so
Mhm.
you get the more basically you get more of the local experience wherever you go versus this like mass tourist flocks.
It's a lot cheaper too.
It's so much cheaper.
I love being able to cap places. It makes life so much easier. Like that's one of my favorite things about Bangkok as well, and Asia, was like instead of, you know, if you needed to get somewhere, you just spent the money to take a cab, because even an hour on a cab would cost like $5 to $10 at most. So, do you have any YouTubers you look up to? I'm like with the daily vlogging thing, I'm just so busy that I actually don't have time to watch vlogs on a normal basis. But I definitely look up to Ben Brown. I think he's got really amazing cinematics, and that's definitely something I've gravitated towards. So I definitely like him. Casey, you know, everyone would mention him to some extent. I think he's got some really cool things going on, and you know, there's a reason he's exploded as a YouTuber. It's because he makes really cool vlogs. So I wouldn't say I take too much inspiration from him, but I definitely recognize what he's doing is really cool. What was the worst Philippines? Okay, that's a question. The best dish I had in the Philippines was Filipino food. Was actually one that Will made. He made this like curry chicken, Will Dasovich, one of the YouTubers who I met in the Philippines, and he cooked this amazing curry chicken. The worst I had balut. So I think balut would definitely be an answer. Balut is, do you know what it is? It's fertilized chicken eggs, and then the baby grows to about 21 days at the oldest, and then they eat it before the baby's hatched. Just swallow it whole.
Interesting.
Yeah, one way to put it. I can't quite think of the worst. I'll come back to what I do. Okay, someone asked, what happened to Patreon? Well, I privatized. Yeah, I made the video private when I announced it, because there was, of course, as anyone who saw the video, there was a massive negative reaction, and I really appreciate people who were negative, but in a nice, like, critical way. Like, I want people who give criticism, not hatred, and there was a lot of hatred, and that's why I privatized the video. I don't think the negativity was deserved, and it was honestly, I take it as my own fault if the Patreon thing was not understood. You guys see what I'm doing right now. I'm in Romania, and I'm doing it in a not always glamorous way. I'm staying in hostels, I'm traveling wherever I want, and I'm not associating any brands with it. That's exactly the kind of content I think that you guys like best. That's the kind of content I want to make. And that's the idea behind the Patreon account, was not so that I can go do more all-inclusive resorts, because if you guys notice, the thing with being a YouTuber is it's hard when you work with brands to be transparent. And one thing that I'll tell you guys, because you're here in the live stream and I don't think anyone else's ears are here, that was not my favorite project to work on. It was very challenging to show the all-inclusive resort thing in a fun way for you guys, because quite frankly, once you're in an all-inclusive resort, you're just chilling and drinking margaritas. Like, it's not exciting vlog content. I don't want to do that kind of work in the future. And Patreon was in a sense a way for me to avoid doing that kind of work, because it does pay when I do those gigs, but at the same time, it doesn't allow me to content that I think you guys like best. And so to finish that question, what happened to Patreon? I'm still on it. basically figure out how we can re-communicate it in a way that doesn't upset people, because it's definitely not something that should upset. In any case, I'm making free content for anyone who wants to watch it. Anyone who wants to watch it, I'm so stoked that they're there to check my stuff. So I'll leave it at that for now. What pizza did you guys get?
We should fix this because it's kind of blocking you missing a couple of comments.
Yeah. Pizza, we got some like Californian and pepperoni. Very creative.
And that's just because we couldn't communicate with them enough to know exactly what we wanted on it.
Yeah.
So we literally just pointed to the pizza, like the pictures that were on the menu, and we're like, okay, we'll take those.
The Romanians are okay at English, but yeah, when it comes to ordering pizza, it's a struggle.
You were feeling history.
Someone said the audio is horrible. Maybe it's the music. That's too bad. Maybe, yeah. Okay, so Stein, have you come up with a history fact?
I can tell you the one you put today. I would actually put some more too.
Okay. Yeah, you could do the one you did today.
I'll get one, I think.
Bring back GoPro vlogs.
Peter K. Respect.
Is it? Someone said audio is bad. Is it? Did it just get bad now? On us, because we could try to. There, it's much better. Okay, audio's fixed.
History fact.
Okay, well, Stein's thinking of his fact.
I think I got one.
You got one?
Okay.
I love you, Cam.
History fact. Not off BuzzFeed, by the way. Shout out to Tiki Tack. Okay, here's the fact. So, I think it was like a James Bond recently in the early 2000s. And the name was The World Is Not Enough. Who's that with? Richard Branson? Who's that James Bond with? The World Is Not Enough.
I'm not sure.
And so the James Bond title is The World Is Not Enough. And where it came from is that once Columbus discovered the New World, the Pope divided the world in half. Down the middle, and he gave like basically half the rights of the world to Spain and half the rights to Portugal. The Spanish king at the time was like, I think, don't quote me, but I think King Philip II, and he published a coin saying, the world is not enough. And that's where the James Bond movie got his name from.
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan, yeah. There you go. Who cares from Jack Sheldon. And thank you for, oh, you know what, I care. And yeah, thank you, Grady, for Pierce Brosnan.
How many subs am I away from? I'll give you the link that shows you exactly how many subs I am away. Here, let me put it in the chat. Let me see.
Thanks for the support, Blake Davey. I'm not sure who you are, but I love you.
Let's see. Well, if you really want to be able to see the live subscribe account, because it won't go in, you just go to socialblade.com and you can actually type in any YouTuber's name, and it actually gives you how many subscribers they gained that day or lost, and you can go to the live count. So it's called socialblade.com. Okay, let's see if we haven't got any good questions. Does anyone have any? Let's see. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is probably either pizza or fajitas. Are you making enough from YouTube to support your travels or still using savings? So that's a good question. You know, it's been in the past couple of months where I'm finally getting to the point where it's not just me having to work when I get home to save up a bunch of money so that I can go travel again. I am starting to make some money from it. I'll definitely be very clear in the fact that YouTube is definitely not an easy way to make money. It's a fun way to make money if you can do it. But yeah, money's starting to occur, and most of that is through the brand deals that are starting to present themselves. I guess, yeah, I'd say you can start making money probably when you hit about 70,000 is when I started getting like offers for brand stuff. And so it could be something as small as saying, hey, you know, take a photo with this product on Instagram and we'll give you X amount of dollars for it. And so when it started, like, it was all really cool because I was just doing this for fun. And so to be able to take a photo with a bracelet or a speaker or whatever the heck it was a cool pat on the back for what I was doing. I would say if you guys are interested, and you probably are, it's kind of interesting to me. So I think the whole monetization of social media is definitely an interesting thing, because there's a lot of no one really knows what's going on with it. But the most valuable pound for pound kind of thing would be YouTube. That's probably where you make your most money. And then followed by that, it would go Instagram. So one subscriber is probably worth more than one follower. And then one follower is worth more than one like. So I'd say Facebook's the least of the valuable. Actually, it's kind of funny. Facebook's my biggest platform. If you were to compare them on a 1-by-1 ratio or basis, I have 102,000 on Facebook, but I've never once made any money off Facebook. And I just don't like Facebook as a platform, to be honest, because I could post a video on Facebook, and I did recently with my Philippines video, my flying one. Facebook really is a monopoly. It controls how well things do. This is the downfall of doing a live stream in a hostel. But yeah, no, Facebook just basically supports people stealing other people's content, and that's why I don't like Facebook. It's unfortunate. I've had lots of my videos ripped and just used on other people's accounts. But all right, let's see another question. Are you still in contact with Will Dasovich? Yeah, we talk all the time. He's actually an amazing dude, so I'm sure I'll be seeing him very soon.
No, Dizio. Oh, Rio Dizio.
Did you fart? No, I did not. Shout out to all the wrestlers out here. Colin, are you a wrestler? That's good. Backpack or suitcase? I would definitely say backpack, but Laura would say the opposite. Every time we backpack, Laura's always complaining about it because she doesn't like carrying the backpack around. But the thing is, like, I just feel like a suitcase would be so inconvenient, especially if you're going somewhere like Southeast Asia. Like, unless you were really doing it like a posh trip, backpack's still kind of the way to go. Thank you for your kind comment, Glory. Did you do any high school sports? Yeah, I played rugby with him.
Oh.
And I played soccer. Soccer was from a very young age till about high school, or sorry, till about near the end of high school. And then rugby was till for about 5 years. And I actually went to New Zealand for 4 months to play rugby with one of my other best friends. Hi, Romeo. Thanks for the comment. Do you like Harry Potter? Not really, to be honest.
I do, though.
I love Harry Potter.
Big Harry Potter
Yeah,
fan.
huge Harry Potter fan.
Massive.
Yeah.
I'm
These guys read that stuff like big time. I wish I had more time to read, but I just don't read these days. I'm always on my computer. Okay, is the Philippines safe? I don't want to get kidnapped. Okay, that's a good point. I didn't want to get kidnapped either, and I have to say that I had that exact same fear when I was going the first time. Abu Sayyaf, or whatever the name of the terrorism group, they're predominantly located in the south, and by that I mean almost entirely located in the south. I get a lot of hate when I tell people, like, Mindanao is the dangerous part of the Philippines, but that's the only part where they've recently been active is in Mindanao, and Mindanao is still very safe, but I don't think I would go. But the rest of the Philippines is very safe, and I mean very, very safe. If you go to Luzon, which is the northern province, it's got Manila and a few other things, but my favorite province, yeah, it's really great. But if you go to like the places I mainly spent my time in, like Cebu and Palawan, then you'll have no problem at all. It's very safe, and I highly recommend it. It's my favorite place to travel. Felipa wants some pizza. Well, I'll send you some if there's any leftovers. Do you surf? No, not at the moment, but I'd love to. Once I win the lottery, I will support you and Laura throughout. Thank you, Joy. I wish you the best in the lottery. Do you ever go skiing in the Rockies? Is Whistler in the Rockies, technically?
No.
No, so no, we don't.
Close.
We go skiing, like, there's local mountains, but it's not considered the Rockies. But we do ski and snowboard a lot. What's your favorite event to watch in the Olympics? What's your favorite?
I watched track a lot, or athletics, and then tennis. So
Winter Olympics, so it's hot.
Hockey, that's true actually. The men's Olympic finals is so sweet for hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah,
And he was actually telling me.
Canada's really amazing. The women's especially. Shout out to my name, Shadabalak. Hi Shadabalak. Can you explain the rules to traveling? Like how long can you stay in a country? Well, there's no rules to traveling, but if you're thinking of like visas, then certain countries have limitations on how long you can stay or under what circumstances you can come into the country. And so like Vietnam, for example, is one of
But
those
also-
countries.
Depends what country you're coming from as well. Country has different visa requirements,
Mhm.
and usually it's reciprocal with the country you want to go to. So
Right. So if you're coming from Canada, it'll probably be easier to get into a country than if you were to come from the Philippines. Or it depends where you're coming from. But each country has a different agreement set up, and you just have to make sure you do your research. Vietnam was like one of those especially hard ones where you have to either spend a bunch of money to get a visa, or you have to be really organized and get it while you're at home. And but Sang, you have a different shirt than your.
yeah, more shirts are coming. Keep watching the vlogs.
Oh, hey, it's Roger. Hey,
Oregon
Roger.
Ducks, baby.
Roger's a guy I met at Pemberton.
Oh, hey, Roger.
Yeah, Roger's a great guy. I'll have to be meeting him pretty soon. Messi or Ronaldo? I would go.
Messi.
I was gonna say Ronaldo.
You cried, baby.
No, it's because people. My nickname for just a couple people call me Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't really watch soccer. I always watch your video. Thank you, Audrey. Did you go to McGill?
I went to McGill. Yeah, I graduated last year. Yeah, 2015.
Louis.
We could have mutual friends.
Lewis says, "Come to Brazil." I've always wanted to go to Brazil for so long. So one day. Do you use any stabilizers for filming? No, so not at the
I
moment.
saw your comment.
I don't currently use any stabilizers, but I think one of my next gear purchases will be a glide cam, which if you guys don't know what that is, basically imagine my camera's right here. It's my big cinematic one. You hang a giant bar underneath it with two counterweights. If I hold it by the bar and I'm walking, it eliminates the shaking motion. So it allows me to get nice smooth motions or smooth moving motions. You guys will see it when it happens because it really does make an amazing difference.
Great question.
Do you prefer traveling with Einstein or Laura? You know
I
what?
got a hater.
It would be so much fun if Laura was here right now, but I said that. No, I love traveling with Laura, and I love traveling with the guys. Like they're both just different trips. Like here, when I'm, oh geez, I guess I just exited the comments. Where did they go? But no, it's just totally different, and I really love traveling with Laura. Obviously, it's so amazing to be able to see so many amazing places with my girlfriend. But at the same time, it's also cool to travel with other people and experience that. And the boys are just having a great time. Romania Mini 2016. Get ready to rumble.
We've lost the comments.
Teehee, you are. Okay. Your London video reminds me of Casey 10-hour layover. Okay. Are you going to London against you? Unless I am coming over an old comment. Yes, I will be there in about 10 to 12 days, and I'll just be there for about a half day. But I'll, as much as I'd love to meet some of you guys, and I know you guys have already commented saying you're in London, I'm going to be really busy when I do get there, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll put out like a tweet. Twitter's actually a really good way to get updates for that kind of stuff, like if I'm looking to meet up with people. Okay. Hey, there's Gino. Someone contact you from the Philippines regarding your Philippines video? I mean, like Department of Tourism. Hey, Gino. Great to hear from you. If you guys don't already know, Gino is actually one of the most amazing people. I met him in the Philippines. So when I first arrived in Manila with Ronnie, and some of you might know who Ronnie is, he's the Drone Heroes guy. Anyways, we went for a dinner with Gino. Anyways, yeah, so I have slightly been in contact with the Department of Tourism with the Philippines. They've shared some Instagram posts. They've helped me out in that sense. And yet, I'm still kind of in touch with them, so we'll see. There's always possibility for working together down the road. Okay, where else?
Someone's talking shit.
Oh, so I get this question
Thank you,
asked.
Liam LeBlanc. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you for
Hey,
the
it's
comment.
Liam. My little brother's in the chat.
He thinks I'm a dime.
So good.
You're a dime.
That's so funny. Hey, Liam, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so someone asked here a question that I get asked a lot, and it's a good one. Do you ever Oh, so do you need permission to bring a drone into a country? No, not really. I've always just had it in my bag. Even when I get it screened and it goes through the security checkpoints, I've never had any issues with it. So for the most part, I have heard by rumor that you could get in trouble if the batteries were fully charged, but I don't think it's true because I've actually traveled many times with the fully charged battery, and I've even been stopped once about the batteries. They pulled it out of my bag, they looked at it, and the person was a trainee, so they didn't really know what to do, so they brought it to their supervisor, and the supervisor looked at it and said, oh, these are good, these are fine, they're under the limit. So basically, you have nothing to worry about if you have a drone, and I don't even think that half battery below rule even counts. So yeah, you're good to go. And I carried on, just to mention that again. Are you going back to the Philippines? I know there's probably a few of you guys that are wondering the same thing, and it's definitely a possibility. Yeah, no, I mean, the reason I need to be careful is I need to also build my brand as a global YouTuber. I want to be a travel vlogger, not just a Philippines travel vlogger. So I love the country, and I know I'll be back at some point for that reason, but when, I'm not quite sure just yet. But as soon as you know, as soon as I know, you guys will know. You should do a meetup. Well, yeah, I should. I'm not sure where, but I'm mates with Riley from Sailing La Vagabond. That's awesome. I've actually been in touch with Sailing La Vagabond and well, Riley and Elena, and so I'm hoping to meet up with them fairly soon. You're really cool. Do you speak Tagalog? I do not. Japan trip or Korea? That's a good question. I've been to Japan and I loved it. But if you guys watch my vlogs, like the old ones, when everything was shot with a GoPro, and Laura and I, and it was our last country of 8 months being abroad. And when you travel for 8 months straight without being home once, you get really tired. This is what Stein's going through right now. He's like done walking tours through every beautiful European country. He's done the churches, the monuments. And so it starts to get old and repetitive, and you almost need to take a break from it so that everything becomes fresh and exciting again. Japan was that for me when we were in Japan. It was the end of our 8-month trip. I wasn't enjoying it like I should have. And for that reason, I want to go back to Japan. But I'd also love to see South Korea. But I think I would choose Japan because I really liked it. It's just a bit expensive. A lot of money. We slept on Laura's sister's floor when she and her boyfriend got a hotel. So that really helped us cut costs. There's a tornado warning where I live.
Be safe.
Good luck, Colin.
Be safe.
Yeah, keep an eye open tonight. I'm glad, Drew. How about Dubai? Dubai would be really sick. It's just such a unique place. I definitely would love to be there. Hopefully in the next year. We'll see. Would you come back to Romania? To be honest, probably not. And that's not a slag towards the country at all. It's just a recognition that there's so much to see in Europe. I mean, I've just like touched a fraction of what there is to see in the world. And so I would say that Romania is probably going to be a one-time thing. I don't see, unless there's business that brings me back here, probably will be the last. But I mean, we've loved it here, really have. Here it's 11:35 p.m. and let's see, how are we doing? So we're moving slowly.
Progressing, actually.
It's gonna be a long night. It could be a long hangout session, but we are about 84 subscribers away.
Easy work.
If you guys know friends, tell them to get on that subscribe train. I want to celebrate with you guys. Why all black?
All black, everything, man. That's all
I'm actually wearing red.
He's wearing red. It's just really,
It's just dark.
it's really bad lighting in here. Squad yet? No, I haven't. Can you grab me a Starbucks mug from Romania? Do you know I'm gonna try? If I go to Starbucks here, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye open for you. I'll let you know. Croatia? Question mark. Croatia is a priority, but I don't know when I'll make it there. But definitely at some point. It looks so cool. He loved it. He was there for a month.
Yeah, Croatia's unbelievable. To Croatia at some point.
Shout out to Albert. Are you going to Africa? Yeah, definitely at some point. Actually, today I had a phone call with someone who he owns a hotel chain in a certain part of Africa, like not Africa in the sense of like Nigeria or anything, but it yeah, it could be very interesting. So it could happen sooner than I even expect. How many countries have you visited? I think I'm about probably 15 to no more than 20. Would you recommend Airbnb, private rooms, or shared rooms over hostels? So Airbnb, I've actually never used it, but I think it's like a fairly new thing, and it's one of those things that, like, if I was traveling with Laura and we wanted something nice, have I used Airbnb? I have used Airbnb actually a couple times. So yes, I do recommend it. It's great, but it's the same thing. It's like Laura and I use either Airbnb or Agoda. Agoda is also kind of the same principle. You rent like a nice hotel room or something, like, you know. And when you're in Southeast Asia, you can spend $6 and get something that's pretty nice. So hostels are also great though, because you meet more people. So when I'm traveling in these situations with a couple of guys, it's obviously a lot more fun to like find people to go out with, and hostels make a lot more sense in that situation. But yeah, come to Northern British Columbia, I might have to do that. Will you come to Slovakia? Definitely at some point. There's literally not a single country I would say no to, other than maybe North Korea, and maybe some of the Middle East. But hotel versus hostel, I think I just answered that pretty much. What is your travel dream bucket list? I don't have a bucket list like that. Like, I feel like because of what I'm doing, it's just like I'm just taking on one thing at a time, and like there's no place that like I'm just like, oh, this is like the #1 place. I like to go into destinations with like no expectations, because as soon as you get this like bucket list, dream list idea, you place such a high expectation on everything you see and do, and it can be really detrimental actually. Would you agree with that?
Repeat the question.
Yeah, so what I was saying about bucket lists is that if you like, you know, you're like, oh, I can't wait to experience this one thing.
Yeah.
You place this really high expectation on it, and when you actually get to see it or do it, it can be really different. And that's why, like, even with Romania, like, I just had like no expectations, and that's why it's like it's been so amazing, because everything we do is just
Definitely.
above and beyond.
I think it's also important to have if you go travel somewhere, to have this amazing goals or things you maybe want to do. So you want to go, you know, explore a certain island or islands, or get on the water, or go boating or sailing, you know, just something like that you want to try to get done and achieve in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess one bucket list place, like place that really stands out. I think the Maldives, like for me, is kind of like just seems like a really, really beautiful place. If I saw a video of Maldives and Philippines, I feel like I got a small snippet of what the Maldives would be like. But where's the best place you have ever been? Well, like my favorite city that I traveled to, like you probably won't expect it, but it's actually in Vietnam. It was called Hanoi, no, not Hanoi, Hoi An. And Hoi An's this like really cute, quaint little city where you can get suits made for really cheap, like nice high quality suits. And so I really like that place. But the Philippines is my favorite country, and then within the Philippines, Coron was my favorite, and that was the last bit of our Philippines trip this year. That was really cool. When will you propose to Laura? You guys will just have to stay subscribed and see, I guess, right? What inspired you to travel? I already answered that one, but basically just wanting to get away and be independent and see some of the world. Come on, answer mine. I'm sorry, I don't know what your question was, but if you—
It was a Northern BC question.
If you guys aren't getting your questions answered within reason, you could just repost it. I'm trying to read as many as possible. Have you been in Norway? No, I'm not. Sorry, more comments below. Oh crap, I went to the bottom. Okay, will you collaborate with Ronnie again? I hope so. I really like working with Ronnie. It's awesome when you get to travel with someone who has the same agenda as you. It can be hard sometimes when you travel with people and like they're backpackers and they're living a travel lifestyle, and then I have to go do work. This has been really good. Like every day we've had like some travel time, and like I'm able to get most of my vlog done during that. So I've not felt like I've had to be sitting out of anything that the guys have been doing. So that's been really good, but really awesome because we both had like the same work, and he's an awesome guy. I actually, if you guys don't already know, the reason I know Ronnie is because we were on exchange together in Bangkok. What is your most embarrassing moment in the Philippines? It's very specific. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. It wasn't embarrassed, but like when I went to the VidCon event, or not VidCon, it was called the big YouTube event that was the play. What was it called? Anyways, there was something in Manila, and it was like the YouTube event. It wasn't embarrassed. Embarrassed, probably not the right word. When I met like you guys who were watching my videos, and so it was really my first time ever experiencing having so many people come up and say, "Hey, I watch your stuff," and it was really humbling. I guess is more how I would say it. Donating money again for a charity. So if you guys remember, I raised a bit of money because I met a really awesome cab driver one night in the Philippines, and I was like, hey, this money could really help someone like this guy. And I got you guys to donate some money, and altogether we raised about $1,200 US, which is fantastic. 200 of it was given to a missionary. 1,000 of it was being held on to me, hoping to find the right person. Unfortunately, I never met the right person. So what I've done is actually, it's currently in the next 3 or 4 days, that money is going to a charity event at a dump site where basically there's an organization that helps ladies who are giving birth in these dump sites. And so it offers them everything from like a place to stay for the night. It offers them sanitary products and all sorts of other great support stuff for people who really have very little. So you guys will see when that happens. Basically, I'm just waiting on the organization to actually do the event where they help out with the other people. So you'll hear much more about that. But circling back, will I do another charity thing? I will, but I'm not going to do it in the same way as before. I don't like holding on to other people's money and getting myself into this kind of situation where I feel the pressure of the money. I would much rather do it in a way that if I find a cool charity, I just say, hey guys, here's where you can directly donate to. So that's what I learned from this experience. But nonetheless, it's been good. You were hurt in the Philippines and it impeded you from cliff jumping. Are you better now? You know what, the fact is I don't even recall what this was, so it couldn't have been that bad. Maybe it was my eardrum, because I do get, when I went diving, I think I messed up my ear once, but everything's good now, so yeah, we're just laughing. What is your, okay, I already read that. How do you find editing with Final Cut? It's really good, honestly. Like, Final Cut is, there's a bit of snobbery involved. Like, if you talk to most people who do videography or any of that stuff, they'll say, oh, you have to use Adobe Premiere. But to be honest, Final Cut has done everything I need, and it's still allowing me, even as I get better at editing, to keep doing what I need. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, I'm American but born in Bohol. When will you come back? I already answered this, but the Philippines, I'm sure I'll be back one day. I can't give an exact date, but I love the place, and I know I'll be back for sure. Are you going to visit Moscow? Not just yet, but Russia is definitely a priority. I think it'd be really cool. Snapchat Q&As. You said you were a competitive swimmer. How far did you get in this career? By no means was it a career. Like I've always had a pool in my backyard when I was a young age, so I got pretty decent at swimming. I went through all the lifeguarding certifications, so I was a good swimmer, and I took a competitive swimming course for not a course, but a club. I was part of the club for only a couple months because I just don't like it. But yeah, I've always been a good swimmer, and nothing was ever to become of that career. It never went that far. Do you miss me, Christian? Yes, I've missed you, Christian, #1 fan. Where have you been?
We missed you.
Where have you been? So things are going pretty slow on the, and I don't mind. This is fun hanging out with you guys. But if you
Someone's
guys
unsubscribed. Ooh, that was.
Yeah, some people are trolling hard, I think, but it's all good. It's fun hanging out with you guys. If you guys share my YouTube page and your Facebooks, I think that would help us. We could probably get there sooner. Okay, where is the best place to visit in Thailand? I'm off next week. I really like Koh Tao. It depends what you're doing. If you want to party, Koh Phi Phi is really good for partying, every night. Tons of people. It's good for that. If you want to in between, having a nice island where you can rent a scooter, you can go snorkeling, scuba diving, and you can also party. Koh Tao is really good. Koh Tao is my favorite island. And then if you want something more for couples, Koh Samui or what's the other one? Koh Lanta. guy. I also love Bangkok, so Bangkok's really fun. Hey, Grady. Who's Joe?
Hey, Grady.
Hey, Grady.
Hey, Grady.
It's my roommate.
Yeah, his roommate's commenting. It's great. If you're stranded in a country for a year, what country would you like to stay? That's a good question.
Canada.
Sign answer that.
Oh, that's really tough question. Oh. Got this maybe in Spain. Because the weather is super nice. And it's pretty cheap, and it's a lot of things to do.
Yeah. What about you?
I would say I've done some traveling in the past, but I've just started my big trip with Christian 10 days ago. So I would say ask me that question in 6 months, and I'll have an answer for you.
So Romania.
But Romania's off to a good start. So
I would probably say Australia. I've always wanted to live there, and like I've always felt like I should have been born there. I find Canada too cold. So yeah, Australia.
sorry.
I miss Christian.
Doing? There's Laurie.
What's up?
So if you don't know yet, I don't think I've not announced it at all, but I'm going to Estonia, which is actually quite close to Romania, I believe. It's I'd have to look at a map, but I think it's just south of Finland. I think my map might be a bit off, but anyways, I'm going to Estonia in December, so that'll be really cool. And Laura will be joining me for that as well.
Hey, Joanna.
Hey, Joanna.
What's up,
What glove got to do with it? Oh,
yeah.
I have to give a shout out to Matt's team.
So basically, I had to give up my beer league softball career a few weeks early to come on this trip, but my team is killing it, and
They're in the finals.
We're in the finals next week, next Sunday. So
Massive.
And their team's called What's Glove Got to Do with It?
yeah, it's a pretty funny name.
It's pretty funny. It's a pun, yeah. Do you want to visit China sometime? Yeah, definitely sometime. I don't know when that time will be. It's not going to be in the next year. Unless, I say that things happen so quick, so it's really hard to predict, but I don't think it's in my top 10 priorities right now, but I'd love to go. Where's the pizza? Right there.
Man, Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
You want that
ad
endorsement?
placement money for Pizza Hut. Thank you, Pizza Hut, for sponsoring today's event. Okay, what is the most cost-efficient place to visit? Romania. It's probably Vietnam could be done quite cheaply, but I find that Vietnam is like one of those things where you can also spend more money than Thailand or the Philippines. Thailand's actually cheaper than the Philippines, so between Thailand or Vietnam. Cambodia, maybe Cambodia, but Cambodia is also full of things that can take advantage of you. So you have to be careful, because like I found that I spent way more money in Cambodia than I had like anywhere else. Yeah. Massages to each other when it hurts from all the backpacking. No, but that's actually a fantastic idea.
Yes, we do.
We do, yeah. Where do you plan on traveling next? I already said this, but I'm actually going to Eastern Canada, so that'll be fairly soon. Why do you prefer Philippines over Thailand? Greetings from Serbia. Hello, I don't think I'm going to pronounce this right, but Teofil? We were pretty close to considering going to Serbia, which would have been cool, but we only have so much time, so we're going to Bulgaria next. But anyways, I prefer Philippines. No, I don't. Prefer is not even. No, I do prefer Philippines. I love Thailand, and I actually recommend Thailand more to a first-time traveler, because it's great. You get to meet so many people along the way, and you get to experience almost like a baby experience of traveling for the first time. It's an amazing place for people who are first-time backpackers. But if you've backpacked before and you've seen enough, it's cool to have your own adventure and define where you're going to go. You're going to, it's nice to be able to set your own travels and not feel like you're just part of a giant circuit. Thailand sometimes is that you're just following one destination to the next. So for that reason, the Philippines, and the people are nicer in the Philippines. I found the Thai people, as soon as they were in the service industry, they were quite quite rude. But if they were just like out on the streets, I found the Thai people to be very nice. So it just really depended. But in the Philippines, I found even the people who are working and like serving you, whether it was at a restaurant or whether it was at an activity, they were just so friendly. So for that reason, I've never seen friendlier people. The Philippines really took the cake. Your best vid creation was in the Philippines. Thank you. I don't disagree with that. I think my best series was definitely the most recent one I did in the Philippines because a lot of really good things. I met the right people. I was traveling with Laura, which is always so much fun. And having the drone just showing off those amazing islands, I really agree. The Philippines is such an amazing place. So, first impression for the countries you visited. I'm not quite sure what that means.
What was your first impression of the countries you've been to? Like Philippine Island.
Are the two guys single?
Yes.
Yes.
Ladies.
And yes.
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 I'll send you their numbers, Rodney.
Rodney, love Maria.
Have you ever gotten in trouble in another country? So Thailand, I've been pulled over a few times, but you just pay it off. So yeah, I pulled over once for actually all times, basically for being white. They see that you're not from the country, they see an opportunity to make some money, and yeah. But I paid $5 and it was all good. Have you ever skydived? No. But I want to at some point. It's one of those things I want to, but I don't want to. Is there anything you would do differently when looking back at your travels? No, definitely not, to be honest. Like everything I've done, especially like my Southeast Asia stuff, like it was so perfect. Like I couldn't have done anything better. So no, not at all. And congratulations video. Oh, thank you. How do you, the Losters, the LeBlancers. So someone just asked what I call my fans. For lack of a better term for us, like nothing rhymes with LeBlanc or Christian. I think, you know, the name of the group's been Team Get Lost, and that's kind of like a hashtag as well for the squad. You did it. Did I make it? I don't think I made it.
Just trolling.
People are trolling in this group. That's fine though. It means I get more time to hang out with you guys, so I'm not complaining. All right, so we're how many we got now? Yeah, we still got 84. The trolls will be trolls. Why do you use so much clickbait?
Because you click on it, Jordan.
Jordan, I'm gonna answer this for you. So why do I use so much clickbait? First of all, clickbait is one of the YouTube. People only have so many minutes and hours in a day. And when you have 10 channels competing for one person's time, you need to find a way to make sure that your channel is the one they decide to come to. Now, where clickbait goes wrong is when someone doesn't have the content to back up the click. If you have a video that you really think is worth watching, then I think it becomes a bit more reasonable to find ways to make it enticing to click on the video. So I hope that explains the question. Yeah. And here's another piece of advice for aspiring YouTubers. I have learned that the title and the thumbnail is probably more important than the content itself. And that's really sad to say, but that's just the honest truth of human psychology and of YouTube. Okay.
I do want to come with you guys, Grady, but I'm to the 29th of August, so unfortunately I can't.
What's FYF?
It's a festival.
This one is Los Angeles.
Oh.
It would be dope though.
Okay, tips to take some better pictures. The #1 tip is, for me, is edit, learn to edit, because I took all photos in my first year traveling on a GoPro, and the GoPro is by no means a sophisticated, photo device. It's a very convenient one and a very impressive one, the fact that they can fit so much into a little package. But I managed to do fairly well on Instagram from a beginner's perspective just by using GoPro. But what I did differently than the rest of GoPro users was that I was taking my photos and I was learning to edit them. Today, there's actually a lot of really impressive iPhone apps that allow you to edit. When I was doing photos, there wasn't that many to select from. So I did all my photo editing in Photoshop. And to be honest, even with the great apps today, I still recommend learning Photoshop or Lightroom. products are really good for getting the best photos. You can take like a good editor, and by no means am I at that point, but like a good editor can take any photo and make it interesting. So thank you for showing us the beauty of God's creation. You're welcome, Mary. I hope
That's a very great comment there.
it is, yeah. Grady, Yo Steiner. Okay, this Grady guy is really commenting.
Wait, Grady.
I don't know about him.
You're gonna block the band from the chat.
Give him the chop.
Alright, someone chop him.
Are you excited to see who will win your giveaway?
Lucas Wood.
You know,
He's his number one fan.
I'm really excited to see who will get it, because like for me, the drone was such like a, I don't want to say it was pivotal in the channel, but like it really helps take someone's channel to the next level. So I'm really excited to see who it's going to benefit, and you know, you guys have been so supportive to me, so it's kind of cool to give back to someone. Giving a chance to fly to outer space. What would be the three things you'd take with you? Okay, so if I went to outer space, what would I take with me? The 3 items. Sign, you first.
I'd bring a Game Boy with like one of the original Pokemons.
Yeah. Good call.
A pack of salt and vinegar chips.
Mm-hmm.
And my dog.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, on a trip to outer space, hey?
Cool.
I'd probably bring some snacks as well. Some Miss Vickies.
Yeah.
Yeah. A book, probably. It's probably a long journey.
Which book? You only have
I
one
mean,
book.
I've already claimed allegiance to Harry Potter in this video, so I'll
Harry Potter.
stick with that.
Which one? There's 7 of them, isn't there?
Well, I don't
Matt, you're
know.
being awfully
First
vague. I
one.
don't know if you're ready for this space.
Alright, Christian, go quick.
Okay, I would bring my vlog camera, my laptop, and like a wireless router, so that I
I
can.
didn't see that coming.
Yeah. They always bug me because I'm on my phone quite a bit. Understand. Bring back the little white text, because yeah, no, I love the white text. I know my recent videos have been lacking the white, so I will bring it back. Definitely. Have you ever gotten? I think I already read that.
Yeah, but let's skip that.
Okay, let's go to the bottom. Okay, new comments. Here we go. All the way to the bottom. Where do you ultimately want to see your channel go? Would you like to be a TV host or a travel book writer? No limits. What is your dream for this career? That's a good question. You know what? I don't like to plan ahead that much. I want to find a way to just keep creating more content. I want to be able to like have a full catalog.
I think LauraReidd's in the chat.
Laura's trying to answer. No, notice Laura in the chat.
She said something. Hi, Laura.
It was a big one. Why is everyone losing their minds? I have to read the comments out. Laura. Where do I plan ahead that much? Like I just kind of see it as a day-by-day thing. Open new doors, and for me, I've always been create content. I just kind of like I've been very business and entrepreneur. Thing I get you as making videos. Just student. British Columbia. Laura, why are you trolling me? Okay, I'm going for. Well, here's a more precise question. Where do you see yourself in 1 to 2 years? Oh, I think we're back. We're back. Oh, everyone, we're back. Did we lose all the comments, questions? Sorry about that, guys. I think the Wi-Fi crashed. Back to it. Let me open up some questions. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, team get found. Now you're back. Yes, he's back, Law. YouTuber doesn't update as quickly though, so the numbers are usually off. Okay. Well, it looks like Laura saved the chat here, so if you guys have questions for Laura, definitely ask those too. Okay, let's see what questions you got. Where do you want to go back? Where in Canada are you from? Laura and I are both from, well, I was born in Ontario and Laura was born in Vancouver, but we're both from Vancouver. Can I nominate myself to be fan of the day? Hi, Eric. You know what? Fan of the day is a very intense process and trial period where I go through all the comments. Basically, how I pick fan of the day is I look for the best comments on the YouTube videos, and from there, I select the person I see as the most fitting fan of the day. So Eric, if you start commenting on the YouTube videos and give it some really good comments, you could see yourself in fan of the day pretty soon. Same thing for you, Drew. Getting to know Laura. We have to bring back getting to know Laura. Thanks, Laura, for getting us through this distressing time. See, that's what finding the right one's about. You know, you got to find that person that helps when things go wrong, stands true to you. That's what Laura is. Do you miss Laura? Definitely. But luckily, technology allows Laura and I to talk almost every minute of every day. So we're always talking, and it makes it go through. It makes it go a lot better. What is your favorite YouTube channel? I would say Ben Brown. Okay. Ryan Gosling or George Clooney?
George Clooney, you'll play yourself.
Yeah, George Clooney. I don't know what Laura would say, but most played song at the moment. That's a good question. What about you, Stan? Stan listens to a lot of good music, but it's a lot of rap. What do you listen to?
You should look up Dave B. Leaves. I found it yesterday. Dave B. Leaves. It's amazing. It's kind of like Frank Ocean meets Chance the Rapper.
What song am I listening to a lot? You know, when I'm traveling, like I barely listen to music, so at the moment, nothing. But and this sounds really sad too. Actually, I listen to my vlog music so much because my iPhone for the longest time wasn't updated with my normal music, and so it's like, okay, I'm listening to my vlog music, I guess. Okay, where do you find your music for your films? So a combination of ways. Sometimes it's as easy as finding it in another YouTuber's video. Other times, Monster Cat is an awesome company that has graciously allowed me to use their music and still monetize my content. So sometimes I use Monster Cat. Other times it's just my own personal library that I've compiled over the years, and yeah. It's 5 a.m. here in the Philippines. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for getting up so early. That's respect. Yeah, that's serious dedication. So any other Dominican trips planned and offers? No, so I don't have any more Dominican trips planned, but if I were to do the Dominican again, I would do it differently. If you weren't here early in this live stream, I basically admitted that the way the Dominican went down was not ideal. I don't like being paid to basically show an all-inclusive resort, and yeah. How much roughly have you spent traveling in the last year? So the last year, I don't know if you know the full story, but basically I started traveling in 2015. I went on exchange, so that was about 4 months spent in Bangkok, Thailand, and then another 4 months traveling and backpacking around with Laura. So a total of 8 months in 2015 was spent abroad. I came home, I started working full-time for an accounting firm, and I really disliked it. It was just really challenging for me. I not only felt like mentally sick, but like physically, like it was kind of like the symptoms of depression. I was just so morally beaten by doing a job that I hated that I was like, okay, I've got two options. I can either, stay at this job, which that was not really an option. It was either quit this job and find a job in a totally different field. I mean, I just knew accounting wasn't for me, or I can go and try this crazy vlogging thing. And at the time I had 5,000 subscribers. And I didn't really know where it was going, but I knew one thing. I knew I enjoyed doing it. And so that's really my story on YouTube, is the fact that I had a job, a good one, that paid well, but I decided to follow YouTube because I thought that I was going to do something that I loved and try out this passion of mine. And that's what's got me to where I am today. And so that was a really long way to answer your question. But basically, how long have I spent traveling this year? January 1st is when I left that accounting job to pursue this as a full-time job doing YouTube. And so I've spent from, I guess...
He's talking money.
I spent...
How much you spent, roughly?
Oh, he's talking money. Okay, we'll get to that after. I've spent about 6 months this year traveling. And how much have I spent? You know what? I don't keep tabs on that. But I just don't have any way of calculating that. And in any case, it wouldn't really make too much sense to you because a lot of the time when I do travel, accommodations, if I'm organized enough and I contact a hotel in advance, I can get hotels generally compensated. And so that helps keep my costs quite low when I travel. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I kind of answered that already, but definitely in 10 years, definitely I would love to have a kid. And I don't know. I'm not the kind of person that looks ahead that far. And definitely married, of course, too. Laura. 100 viewers watching live. Yeah, Eric. What editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. Are you going to visit Ireland? That's been asked 3 times today, I think. But yes, eventually I'm sure I'll go back, but I've been before. Best video editing advice. It's a lame tip, but obviously edit a lot. You learn a lot through doing that. But let's see, what's one tip that's like not one of those annoying ones? You should watch, it's kind of boring, but you should definitely watch a Final Cut Pro 1-hour tutorial on YouTube. It's kind of a challenge to watch through the whole thing, but it will do magic wonders for your editing. If you actually take it seriously and watch it well, I recommend that. Even I need to do that because I never learned this in school, and so I'm just self-taught, and so I don't know things like hotkeys and things that could make my workflow go a lot quicker. Where did you get that hair touching quirk from? You know what, Roland? I don't know. I have always just touched my hair. I think a lot of the time it has to do with it's long, and so it used to always get in my face, and so I just pushed it to the side. But that's a good question. I do touch my hair a lot. Do you believe in ghosts? How about aliens? No and no. Laura, do you miss Christian? Yeah, Laura. Answer that. Where are you? She's not answering. Should I be concerned? Do you ever think about quitting YouTube and going back to a regular job? No, definitely not. Have you been in a Hillsong church? No, I haven't. There's none in... Is there not, I don't think there's any in Canada, but no, I've never been to one. Are you and Eric Conover collabing? Yes. I won't tell you exactly when or where, but yeah, we're definitely meeting up. Have you ever met God? Tell me about it. No, I have not met God, but I'm a Christian, and I definitely, I guess, met in the sense of experienced him through prayer and whatever else, but it's never been one of those people who say they've seen an angel. I've never experienced that. Laura's phone seems to have died. Can you guys sing? No.
Matt can.
Matt is a wonderful singer. Matt?
Voice of an angel.
Not tonight.
Oh,
He wants to rest his voice, I guess.
I've got a big
big performance tomorrow, so I'm gonna rest my voice on.
Hi, Daily DIY Beauty. I did respond to you earlier, but yes, I will come to Northern BC at some point. Just I'm not sure when. Okay. I accidentally just.
Once again, the comments are gone.
There's a lot of comments. Where can fans?
Please tell
write-
Matt that he's cute. Matt, you're cute, according to Jalika.
Bonjour, simplicity.
Oh, bonjour, ça va?
What's your favorite sauce? Mustard. I love mustard. Do you? Oh my gosh, you're going so fast. Would you rather Casey Neistat or Ben Brown? I would rather watch Casey Neistat. Sorry, I would other way around. I would rather watch Ben Brown. What is your favorite accent? That's a good question. I like the Romanian accent quite a bit, or at least our Romanian accent. But I also like British accents. Greece, Turkey, absolutely beautiful to travel to. Yeah, I really want to go to Greece. Follow my Instagram, Kelly. I'm gonna check that out when I get a chance. Do you know what your earlobes in parallel?
Okay, interesting.
Do you know that your earlobes parallel with your nipples? I didn't know that. Thank you. Learn something new every day.
You commented that.
I'm gonna go up a bit because I feel like I've missed some questions.
Some trolls hanging out in the forums.
Where can fans write you? The best way to write me is through Twitter. What position do you play in rugby? I played fullback once in a while, but wing most of the time. Lauren Bezergi, I love. Show some dance moves, son.
Don't worry, more to come. I can do it. Dabbing the fools, man.
Boxers or brief?
Briefs.
Briefs, definitely. How come you change your name? Well, because I actually tried to get Christian LeBlanc on Instagram for the longest time, and some guy was very stubborn. He doesn't even use his Instagram, but he wouldn't give it up. And so I was like, okay, I had Christian_LeBlanc, and then on Snapchat, I couldn't get Christian LeBlanc or Christian_LeBlanc. So it just became like really messy. And one thing that is quite important, at least I think so, is to find a unified name. And so for me, Lost LeBlanc made sense. And so I had made the change on Snapchat, Instagram, all the above for everything for a while now, except for YouTube. And I was very hesitant to do it because it's kind of scary when you change your name. I don't know why, but it's like you feel like people won't see your stuff, or you're worried that people won't recognize what channel you are. So it's kind of a scary thing, but I knew I needed to make the switch at some point. And I think that, it's for the best. And I do like the name. I think Lost LeBlanc. Now that I've had some experience with it, I'm really happy with it. And especially the new logo that Carly made for me, it's just so good. So I'm really excited about it. Would
We've seen all this already.
Would you travel without any cameras? No, I wouldn't, because I'm just like one of those people that, like, if something cool happens, I'm instinctively pulling out my phone, which, for good or for bad, that's just how I am. And that's kind of why I'm a vlogger, I guess. What if you die in this year, at this month, at this day, at this hour, at this minute, and at this day? Well, then I guess I'd be dead and I wouldn't even make it to 100,000 because it looks like we're moving pretty slow.
Yeah, we're getting there though. We're kind of past that 9:15 mark.
Yeah,
it was kind of a bit of a dead end.
It was. Yeah, we've really shot through it now.
But since then, it's exponential.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post on my Facebook, try to get some people over. If you guys know friends that could subscribe, let's get them to subscribe, because let's hit that 100p.
100 racks.
Hello from California. Hi there. Okay, if you could be mixed, what would you?
Like that table or chair question.
Where is it?
By Adium. Would you rather be a table or a chair?
Oh, a table or a chair. I'd rather be a table rather than get sat on, you know? You feel that? Did Will Dasovich have as much energy off camera as he does while vlogging, or was he completely calm? That's a good question. He's actually just like a very high energy person, and so I don't know if he shows this in his videos or not. I think he'd be okay with me saying it. He sleeps in a lot, so he hibernates during the night. Like he sleeps really well, I guess. And then when he wakes up, he's just like energized about it. So he's like the off camera as well. He's just really high energy guy. Okay, would you? I love the Romanian.
Matt, Endless2 asked, where did the little guy go?
Oh, are you kidding?
Get wrecked.
Oh my god, seriously.
Some good, some bad. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Did you like Bucharest? Yeah, we love Bucharest.
Endless2 had to like that comment a lot.
What are your 3 tips for vloggers, new vloggers? Make a lot of videos because you start off really badly. Like my old videos weren't that good. You know, no one starts good. So make lots of videos. I would recommend getting a good camera, but like, you know, if money's a constraint, then definitely don't feel like the camera is going to be your solution, because at the end of the day, it's only about, it is about you, and people are more likely to subscribe to you just because they like you as a person or your story, rather than they like what you're shooting with your camera. So what would be my final tip? Just find a unique story. That's a good tip. My unique story was travel Southeast Asia. So bring the two together, traveling Southeast Asia, that became kind of my niche. And so, you know, once you find something that you do well or something that you're really passionate about, you can find a way to make into a cool story. For example, you could literally have a vlog filmed out of your basement just about working out. If that's really your passion, I think that'll resonate, and you can make a successful channel just about out of anything. So you said you said travel funds started as saving up. Since you're traveling full time now, are your travels funded through sponsorships? Once in a while, yeah. I get opportunities here and there, and I am able to make some money every now and then, which is great because traveling is not cheap. And but there are certain opportunities that I've been offered in the past that I do not plan to take again. Making the best content is the priority, so you need to make sure that sponsorships don't get in the way of that. Someone says, it says 99915. I know, this was like a pre-party, so.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Oh,
Whoa.
we're up to 9:30, so we got 70 left. Oh, 9% battery left on my computer.
131.
Holy, we're gunning now.
Man.
Easy.
Lost LeBlanc is gold. Thank you, Emma. I'm glad you liked it. I'm very excited about it too. What is the next place? I've already answered that one. I'm going to Eastern Canada. Where is Tino from? How old is he? Tino doesn't have an age. He's immortal, but he is from the Gap, I think, or something. No, he's from like Old Navy. He was in the discount rack, and he has like the eyes of like someone who's on drugs, and I just immediately was like, okay, he's gonna come traveling with me. And now he sits in my room. It's kind of sad. What country does your second name come from? LeBlanc is from, well, it's French, so I guess it originally came from France, but my dad's side of the family is from Quebec, which is the eastern part of Canada. Where will your honeymoon be? That's a good question. I think the Maldives would be cool, or like Bora Bora. Something like really over the top, like beautiful tropics, like that would be cool. Hi from Belgium. You've been to many countries in Asia, but haven't seen Malaysia in your videos. Why not? And that's a very good question. And like Malaysia is very much up there. When I go back to Southeast Asia, I think that in Indonesia, I really want to do Indonesia well again. So, did you guys see Dracula in Transylvania?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we saw him already.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we saw. Will you ever be visiting England again? It's been asked a few times. I guess I got some friends in England. Yeah, I will be in like 10 days or so. Is Stein related to Albert? Oh, Albert Einstein. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Show us your hairstyle.
Okay.
Stein's got mad flow. It's a little dark, but yeah, he's He's got mad flow. He used to have a mullet, but no.
Yeah, no, it's coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's making its way back. Would you be visiting New Brunswick in Canada? I have never been to New Brunswick, so I don't know. The earlobes trivia was supposed to bait me to take my shirt off. Matt, you want to try it?
Matt.
There you go. No, Christian, it's all you.
Matt, no, he was talking to you, I think.
Okay.
What school did you go to in Vancouver? I went to Earl Merritt Secondary for high school, and then I went to UBC, University of British Columbia, for university. South Africa does look beautiful. I used to play soccer. I love Romania Mania vlogs. So I've already answered this, but thank you.
Romania, man.
We liked Bucharest a lot. How did you guys meet? Oh, sorry. Did I read that? How did you guys meet? How did we meet? Just like we had class together from a very young age.
We were in the same class when we were 10 years old, I think, or 11.
And then
So since then.
I met these guys in high school.
High school,
Thank you,
yeah.
Matt.
He was like on the dodgeball team or something, maybe like.
I was in the chess club. Actually.
Yeah, Stein used to take Matt's lunch money, and we were
I
friends.
called
ever
Matt
since.
the little guy a lot in
Yeah,
high school.
really bringing up some bad memories.
Favorite island, Thailand's Koh Tao. We should come to Chicago. I'd love to go to Chicago. I saw a girl in the background. Is she your maid?
Yeah.
Sam, come say hi to the camera. They want to- Sam's our new friend.
She's the maid. Someone said, I saw a girl in the background. Is she your maid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After boys.
We don't pay her well, but
Yeah.
just a piece of pizza every now and then. Will Laura be attending the Fan Fest in Toronto? No, I don't think so. Thank you, Mr. Exodus. I feel you, Jaleka. Tattoo. So my tattoo is actually a funny story. I got that when I was...
Endless too, though. He's a painter.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, he's back. He's got...
Okay, I like the comment, but Matt didn't like it.
I got my tattoo when I was 18 years old, and we were on tour with our rugby team, and I actually got it done in Auckland. And you guys can't see it. Like I've never done a close-up of the tattoo, but inside the maple leaf are crisscrossing ferns, and they're done in like a negative, so they're not filled in with ink. It's just my skin color, and so you have the New Zealand ferns inside the Canadian leaf, and that's because it was done at how did you guys meet? Already answered that. Just subscribed. We like the maple leaf tattoo. Thank you. We're Calgarians living in California. Now we just started a vlog. Keeping. Oh, thanks, guys. That's awesome. Good luck on the vlog.
Coming back to the Philippines.
Will you visit South Africa? I would love to. Will you go to France? I've been to France, but I was much younger. I was probably 16 years old, and this was much before I ever had a vlog.
I'm going to go bald at 30. You wish, buddy.
Oh, that's mad hate.
George Lambert, eh?
George Lambert.
Would you go to... Can't believe I've been watching this stream for 2 hours straight.
Respect.
Yeah, Jalelka. Respect. Are you wearing all black on purpose? Matt's wearing red.
Yeah, this is a red shirt. It's just really dark in here.
Top 5 facts about Canada, okay. We invented hockey. We invented the zipper.
Basketball.
Basketball is invented by a Canadian living in the United States. So
Telephone.
the US will take credit for it. We invented the telephone.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Bell. And
Penicillin.
penicillin.
A lot of inventions.
Although in the toilet in Romania, I saw a sign. It's like 20 fun facts about Romania, and then it was like one of the fun facts was like basically stealing credit to penicillin from the Canadians. It's like, although it's commonly believed the Canadians created penicillin, Romanian scientists blah 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 actually made it. So basically, could be a lie, but I think I'm gonna go with the Canadians. When will you visit the Philippines again? Soon, I'm sure. How was the pizza? You know what? It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good.
It was mediocre at best. How do you find cheap flights?
One word, was there? 2 words.
With
I got 2 words for you. It was air.
and late check-ins. No.
check in online?
Cheap flights are good on Google. So Google Flights is like a really good website. Skyscanner is good, but otherwise, like I don't really have any secrets, and I don't even collect like loyalty points, which is really stupid on my part. It's one of those things, you know, you always push off signing up for their membership cards, but you should really do that immediately because you never know when you're going to start traveling more. And I've only just started playing catch up with all this, so I'm not the guy to ask for airline advice. I've probably done very poorly with it. Bora equals boring. Okay, Dwayne. Your dry sense of humor from your dad or your mom's side? Great question. Great question, Roland. I don't know. It's definitely, it's neither of them. I don't know where it's from. Mrs. Transportation, you suck.
That's a great comment. It's really constructive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thread.
Thank you,
Thank
Mrs.
you,
Transportation.
I love that.
That's great. I agree. Who's your biggest fan?
Lucas Wade.
Christian it's number one Christian fan, or Christian's number one fan. There's literally someone who created an account called Christian's number one fan. So by default, he's number one fan. Would you rather be really poor guy with lots of friends or a billionaire with no friends?
You always can buy friends, my friend.
Well, are you assuming that you're stuck having no friends? Because I feel like you could make new friends.
And you can also make money.
Yeah, but you could, if you like.
I think it's more of an absolute question.
So you're saying you're stuck in the situation where you have either no friends and a lot of money?
Poor with no friends.
Okay.
Poor with friends.
Yeah, poor with friends, for sure.
Obviously.
Definitely. Do you shoot videos in auto or manual?
So that's a question like 10 times.
Well, I mean, if you mean like, I pretty much use auto settings actually. There's very few times, unless something's overexposed or like exposed, like I don't really play around with the settings too much. And I'm sure as if you've watched my videos, you can see that I use the slow motion a ton.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey.
Holy boys, we have hit a massive jump. We're up to 944, guys. Let's spread the word. I'm gonna put out a post here on Facebook. Good.
Almost going too fast.
Slow down, guys.
I've heard that if you hit 100,000 tonight, Matt will sing for us. I've heard a rumor. There was a few rumors circling around that he's gonna sing.
Matt will sing.
So let's get 100K.
I actually haven't heard those.
Well, now you have.
You heard it here first, Matt.
And I will dance. Matt will sing.
Where else?
I will dance, definitely.
All right, guys, we're getting pretty close to this massive milestone. Huge thank you to you guys who've subscribed and joined us tonight. Like, it's pretty sick. I mean, I actually got this idea from someone. I wish I had screenshotted who gave the recommendation.
Yeah, show us that guy.
Because, well, there's a couple people there.
Pizza party.
Yeah, because what's his name? This idea of doing a live stream when I hit 100K, like probably a few months back from someone. They commented, be like, "Promise me you'll do a live stream for it." And that was actually a really awesome idea. So shout out to you guys for being here and supporting this channel throughout its growth. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Not always making sense right now. It's getting a little late, but we're doing good. We're gonna hold out till we hit 100K. I'm making a post right now on Facebook. I'm saying 50 away from 100K. Published. All right. Oh, I just typed it wrong. Crap. So I have a question for you guys, and this is, I always see criticism as like an essential thing for moving forward in a channel. You know, some people think like, oh, if I say something that I don't necessarily care for, they might take it in the wrong way. But I see it the opposite. I need your guys' criticism. I want to know what you guys think about the channel's direction recently. Are there things that you guys don't like? Are there things that you guys have noticed that you really like? Leave comments below, and I'd love to kind of talk through it with you guys and get an understanding of what you guys are feeling about the channel recently. Christian, come to San Francisco with Laura. Definitely Gino. I've been there probably twice now, and I love the city. It's such a cool place.
San Francisco's a great town.
San Fran's awesome.
San Fran is the best. Always thought that if I wasn't born in Canada, it would be either Australia or California. Although San Fran's probably a little still too north for me.
These comments a lot already.
Yeah. Your channel needs more girls. Matt looks very tired. It is pretty late here. It's almost. Oh shit!
Channel needs more girls.
Can you run and grab the charger?
Matt, you're not.
Where's it?
We're at 3% here.
Back?
It's in my bag. Yeah, right here. In case it's in my.
Why don't you just go grab it?
Yeah, it might be faster if you go grab it.
We'll take over.
Okay, take over. Guys, I'm leaving you in good hands. I'm gonna go grab the laptop charger.
Matt, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever milked a cow?
It's on a list of things that I would like to do, but I have not done it.
Definitely. Will Stein ever start a YouTube channel? Probably not. I live in Surrey. Give me a drone so there's no
Is that Lucas?
shipping fees.
Is that Lucas Wood?
Hi, Lucas Wood. Matt, please slam a $2 beer. Matt.
Okay.
Slam a beer.
Who commented that?
Who said that?
Andrew.
Thank you, Dan. I like my name as well. It's different. Hello, Jellica.
She's gonna twist my arm about it.
That was a terrible pour, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I'll let that settle.
Porco Dio.
Matt, can you sing for us? I'm really not a singer. I don't know where to
Stein,
sing.
your eyes are nice. Thank you so much. Pizza, definitely.
Yeah.
How do I afford to travel so much? What do you do? I do like economic analysis for a municipality near Vancouver, but I just lived at home for a year and just tried to save up as much as I could. Romania Mania, I don't know. I think Christian came with that name. He's good at names. MGM. Shout out. Do you like cheese? Hi, Sam. Yes, we do. Yeah, we love Canada as well. Christian needs to do more Canada
cheese.
videos.
One thing that I couldn't live without. It's cheese. I slammed that
Do we have
beer.
girlfriends? No, Matt's currently in the market for a girlfriend.
I'm looking. Yeah. People are cheering me on.
Matt, get it. You hit that already? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I did it. I did it while you were talking. I
Oh,
slammed
don't worry,
a
more
beer.
trivia to come.
What?
Someone asked me to slam a beer, and I did.
Show your hat.
Literally, all it
This
took
is
was
Blue Jays.
one guy to be like, Matt, slam a beer, and I was like, okay.
No, I play League of Legends. Matt is the boss. Best place to go snowboarding. Go to Whistler.
This is great, and it's
Most
kind
interesting
of
fact you know,
expressive.
Matt is short.
Oh, that's short.
Yeah, I've been to beaches in like all over Barcelona, in Spain, and over Croatia. Where else? Take your hat off. Here.
Are you a midget? What?
I feel the burn. We all feel the burn. Not Donald Trump. Are all Canadians that have been looking?
Arm wrestle?
How many Iranians Matt got? Not as many as me.
That's true.
Do you have YT? What's YT channels?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh,
I
Taylor-
don't know.
feel the burn, man.
Feel the burn, definitely.
Been since under 15. Hey, I love my OGs.
We drink beer in Canada the most, probably. Yes, it's hot as normally.
Yeah.
I'm firing off the questions.
Okay.
Using every single-
I asked a really good question earlier before I left. If you guys have any constructive criticism, I'd love to hear, or any things that you guys are currently liking a lot about the channel, let me know, and then I'll go from there. Because I'm sure there's a ton of comments and I can't really keep up. Why are all the random people in your videos? How's Laura, Christian? You know what? Laura's doing great. I already said this earlier, but she's training for a half marathon. So that's pretty cool for her. It'll be
Matt, how tall are you?
Not that short. I'm like 5'.
Me,
5'8".
George.
5'8". Can you do more budget videos, please? Well, I'll see. Maybe I could. Wow.
Nice.
Said you can't slam beers like it. That's quite the diss.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying it now.
You slam it like a boss, eh?
Yeah.
Where in Vancouver do you live? None of your beeswax. Have you ever been to French Polynesia? No, actually, Samoa is part of French Polynesia, right?
Yeah.
Him and I went to
Kind of, I
Samoa,
don't know.
and we went to Fiji. I don't know if those are French Polynesia, but love them. What's your team name? Team Get Lost. Thanks for answering.
Seems like
So, Team Dracula. Thanks, just wing it. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Where in Asia is the best to travel to? I would say for a first-time traveler, Thailand probably is the best. It's a really good place to go. Who can drink the fastest? Should we have a drink off? Comment below.
sure.
Do you think Matt or Stein will drink the fastest? You have to comment down below.
Yeah.
We'll tally the votes.
Pick your favorites. Put wagers on it. Who's quicker?
Drink off.
Wow. There's a lot of shit talk going on. Whoa. There's a lot of Matt's popping up.
Yeah. I've got some fans out here. Oh,
All right.
Stein, okay.
Oh, whoa. Mary T.
I don't know.
Oh, Matt. I think Matt's kind of got the fan vote here.
Yeah.
Matt, silent but deadly.
Matt, how tall are you? If you want to know, Matt's about 135 centimeters or 4'7".
Yeah.
In Romania, legally a midget. In Canada, he's a bit over.
They're gonna have a drink off, and the winner will have a drink off against me, but they don't get any rest time.
You gotta finish this first drink.
We gotta be careful with this.
With what?
You have.
I don't know that much beer.
I'm 5'11" and a half. Chris, don't you pussy out of a drink. Oh, I'm no, George. I'm in this. Don't you worry about it. Work on your thumbnails, Christian. I will work on them.
Come on. That's enough.
Drink off. Here we go, guys. So let's make sure it's a fair competition.
Whoa.
Oh, you ran out of beer.
Yeah.
We should have got more.
Okay.
Okay, so this one
With the
is mine. Wait, is that even?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So how exactly?
So we're gonna go. So we go cheers down and up. You drink in the camera too.
Yeah, you can't get to it.
Okay.
Fuck. Sorry, guys.
It's easy work.
Put in the work. What's the beer like? What's with
Good.
people in height? My parents I'm much taller than both my parents. Stein.
Yeah.
Lads.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hello, guys. This is some people that they want to sleep here in the work, so there is a four kinds of beers. So I'm trying to finish it, or if you guys want to recommend you some bars that's still open.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's past the quarantine, so.
No worries. Yeah, totally.
Let's be quiet for a minute. No more drink offs.
Hey guys, we're getting called out by the hostel.
So we get more quiet. No more drinking off.
Stein, tell us a story.
What kind of story do you guys want?
He's got so many stories.
I don't think I'm allowed to tell stories, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can tell stories.
Well,
Matt, I lost money.
yeah. Myself and Christian's good friends in Rome. We rented Vespas for the first time, and I was only on a Vespa actually twice before, and it's both with Christian and his brother going up and down the block. So we rented Vespas in traffic in Rome, and I thought I was gonna die. It was rush hour, and with 3 people who were experienced on Vespas, and I was in the back, and we're just ripping through the traffic. And the first hour, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was very nervous. And yeah, It was a lot of fun though. Somebody ran scooters around with you there.
It's not different. You have some rowdy stories.
Yeah, but how rowdy can
You can tell rowdy stories.
Okay.
Oh, Laura. Laura's back. Laura.
Laura's back. People love Laura.
Yeah, I have to agree with Ish Harris. That was a boring story. Hey, Laura's here. Laura just called me a bitch. Notice Laura. Where's the pizza though?
It's done.
How hot is Laura though, guys? The hottest. Matt is always hungry.
It's because he's so short. He needs to grow.
That's literally the first piece of pizza I've eaten all night.
Oh shit, son, live stream. Hey Alex, welcome to the live
Alex
stream.
Parent is up.
Hey Dan. Dan's,
Wow.
Dan's like a fan, like he's a fan and a
I get
half.
getting shit talked by MA Blindia HD.
Oh yeah. I like that comment.
What's your soul animal, Christian?
This is Matt's bite.
Pizza's my soul animal. It would probably be. What is it? Okay, you go first. Time. What's your soul animal?
It's a Black Panther because there's only panthers only have two modes. Either they're chilling, napping in a tree, or they're going out to kill something.
Oh yeah, that's good. Actually.
So
that's really good.
I'm either doing things either 100%, so either chilling and relaxing, or if I'm working, I'm working really hard. So only two modes. Black Panther.
My answer's gonna be so bad. Okay, Matt, you have to go. What?
No, you have to go. I haven't thought of one.
Okay.
I had this question before, so that's my answer is premeditated.
Yeah. I'd be like a ferocious sloth. Like I'm either going 100% or I'm chilling.
Wait, what?
Say a sentence in Spanish.
¿Cómo está?
More agua, señor.
Yeah. Dos cerveza, por favor.
A woodpecker because of how he can tease Laura so well.
Thank you,
Look,
Emily.
his fly intro. Okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty deep. Do you miss Canada? Are you ever planning on moving to the States? I don't necessarily miss Canada at the moment, but like I love the country. It's just such a great place to call home. What happened to the Patreon video? I privatized it because there was a lot of criticism was fine. There was a lot of hate, and that is not something that I stand for on the channel. So I privatized the video. So there's your son.
Thanks.
A ferocious sloth. What the fuck? Yeah. Deal with it. Hey Christian, are you going back to the Philippines eventually? Hostel. Everything's done. No, the hostels are full of old people. There's a lot of old people in this hostel. I don't know why. Do you miss Tim Hortons? No, not really. Steiny's really intelligent. Steiny's very intelligent. He's got like stories about everything. Like you bring up anything, he's got like a story to go with it. It's a lot of fun. Tarzan video is my favorite. I'll support you on Patreon. Thanks, AJ. I really appreciate that.
AJ is the best.
Yeah.
Take the comment.
Fan love. Read this. And if you guys, Laura and I are starting up a private Facebook group for the Patreon, so we really do appreciate you guys. And Dan, I always notice your comments and your support. You're a May fan, G. A story in World War II. That's pretty much what these guys studied, so they've got lots of stories. We spent like 2 hours the other day talking about World War II, and it's just like so fascinating because it's such a, it's not that long ago that this occurred. It was less than 80 years ago, and yet such a sad thing to think about. But yeah, we were talking about that a couple hours yesterday.
Yeah.
You can think of good stories, Dan. Have you ever met up with High in Life? I'm actually good friends with Riker, and so I met with him probably about 4 years ago. Yeah, really nice guy. I've not met the rest of them, but we're going to be doing a couple things together here and there. What's the prize for 100K fan? Well, I'm doing a drone
That's a great
giveaway.
question, Sam.
I'm doing a drone giveaway, so I don't know if you're interested in the drone giveaway, but if you want to win a drone, you can enter. But currently, I did not think of a thing for that. And thank you, Egan Murphy. I really appreciate that. Let me give you a quick update. We're flying.
You're actually flying.
We're 53 subscribers away, guys, from 100. This is big.
It's a big day.
Major key. No, it just updates. It's doing all these things. Okay, we're 53 away. You guys have friends who could hit that subscribe button. How you ever met with Eric? Have you ever met with Eric Conover? No, I haven't, but we're meeting up eventually, quite soon actually.
Happy birthday, Cass.
What gave you the determination to travel the world? Determination is probably the wrong word. Just I'm curious. I think curiosity is the right word. I love seeing different ways of living. I love seeing different cultures, and that's what gave me the motivation to see more. It's just my own curiosity. I saw you're a Christian. Do you ever go to church in the countries you visit? No, I actually don't. But I am a Christian, but I don't go to churches generally while traveling, although I definitely should make more of a conscious effort to do so. But one of the cool things is my church actually does live streaming. Just streaming online, so you can actually watch the previous sermon from the week before online, so that's really cool. The videos, thank you, Sawyer. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Cass, I wish you the happiest of birthdays from the boys, yeah. What's a Patreon? Patreon is a platform that allows viewers like you guys to support content creators, and basically through helping them financially create more content that you guys like to start with. How many subs now? I think I might have reread that. Oh, we've got some serious trolls in the audience. That's all right. You can't hold off progress. We're 54 away. Thank you for everything you did for us. I'm not sure what I did for you, Christian, but I really appreciate you appreciating me. Yeah, guys, I can't wait to get the play button. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you get 100K, you get like this massive plaque from YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super swaggy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like a silver play button. I'm gonna wear it every day. It's gonna be my YouTube
Nice,
Jesus piece. Is your family name French? Yes, it is. Any tips for new vloggers gaining followers? No, other than just, well, I mean, yes, but create lots of new videos and find your niche. You don't make good videos on your first bat. It takes a lot of practice, but eventually you get better. Thanks for answering my Snapchat today. You're welcome, Endless. And when you guys message me on Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter, if I don't answer you, I apologize, but I'm sure you guys can understand the situation where I just get a lot of messages, and it's not possible for me to answer everyone, but I do my best to read every single one of them. So I love each and every one of you, even if I don't always get to answer. Will you guys visit Germany? He just came from Germany fairly recently and loved it, and so I really want to go too. In no time you'll have gold. Thanks, Drew. I really appreciate that. Gold is when you hit 1 million. You get the gold play button.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, it's super G. Did you enjoy going to UBC? Yeah, it's a really good school. It rains way too much, but otherwise I really liked it there. That YouTube play button bling, get a Chan. I'm not sure what a Chan is, but yeah, it's super blingy. Yeah, what does Matt do for a job? Oh, we're back. Hey, what up? What up, people? We're back. Sorry we have to be so quiet, but like, all right, we're back, guys. Sorry, the internet's very unreliable here. Your fave musician band? I mean, all around, I would say Coldplay. I've always enjoyed them, but like not their like new stuff. Like I really liked like Rush of Blood and like, yeah, I like their old stuff. Are most of your followers from Canada? No, about 55 to 60% is North America. Only about like 15% is actually Canada. So a lot of Americans. The videos are awesome. I gotta get out to Southeast Asia. Definitely, Alex. It's an amazing place. Lad. What does Matt do for job? You didn't.
Midget tossing.
I guess they didn't hear what you do for a job. He does border security.
I used to, and
No, respect.
then I worked for the provincial government in the liquor distribution branch, and then I quit and came traveling. And I was a student for the last 5 years.
Yeah. When are you coming to Belgium? More than happy to host you guys. That'd be cool. I don't know when I'll be in Belgium, but that's awesome. You know, I've got someone to take care of me there. Thank you. And thank you, Anneli. I appreciate the support. Okay, was this your first YouTube channel? It was. It was my very first channel. I love your videos. Can visit Siargao. Siargao is like the one place in the Philippines that I really wanted to go to, and I kind of regret that now. I definitely regret that now. I really wanted to learn surfing there, but there's always opportunity for another time. Just shared your channel on my Facebook page with 92,000 members. Oh, geez, that would be so sick. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
He's back.
I appreciate the love. Because we really got to get these next 50 pretty soon. I'm getting tired. I'm so tired right now. It's not safe in Belgium now. I don't know about that.
Before I got some fans.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you shoot when that lightning struck? Oh, the lightning. Oh my gosh. That was like the scariest thing ever. Stein literally dived.
Yeah, it does.
Like, if I wish that was on film.
It was. Did you not see my new video?
No, it's Stein diving.
Oh, Stein diving, yeah.
Because it was an amazing thing to see.
It was like a combination of being like terrifying and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, I think we were all like laughing the whole way down the mountain, but it was like a very nervous laugh.
It was
like this could be our last night ever.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, it was like the way of coping with the fear. It was like, just laugh it off. Can you skateboard? I used to be able to kickflip. I could probably still kickflip, but I like skateboard. But I can push it around. Are you interested in any sports at the Olympics? Not really. No, I don't really follow any sports, but I like playing them. It's always good to get out and do something. At least 2 followers from the Netherlands, my girlfriend and me. Oh, thanks, Marty Jane. I really appreciate that. What's your favorite song? Stein stained himself.
Basically.
Favorite song? I don't know.
Not too high.
I don't really have a favorite song. Did you feel like that? Yeah, but like that kind of stuff makes me really queasy. So as soon as I saw like something like it said like his leg, I just kept moving in the videos. I didn't want to watch it. I'm going to get some Addis when in Thailand. Which shop did you get them from? Yeah, that's an amazing choice. Addis are like the footwear of the gods, so I recommend it. I got them at like a Kmart type thing, like a supermarket. Just find them in like the bulk shoe section. They're amazing. Have you ever been in Sweden? No, I haven't, but he has.
I love Sweden.
He's got a girlfriend in Sweden.
I'm a Swedish girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. What haircut do you get? I don't have a name for it. I just like get the shorts, the sides short, and I keep the top pretty longish. And Bob's your uncle. Can you close only one eye? Pretty well. A$AP Rocky fucking problems. Yeah, that's a pretty good tune. Pretty good tune. Today's live stream brought to you by from Nescafe. Yeah, I wish I had Nescafe right now. If you can't tell, I'm like crashing a little bit, but we're doing there.
Oh, yeah,
We're really. After explaining, can you sing? I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. Yeah, I like to fuck. That's my fucking problem. Problems. Yeah. Matthew, what's your spirit animal?
I don't know, probably like a bald eagle or something like that. I think bald eagles are pretty cool. I can't really explain why. I just feel like I feel like I would connect with them.
Because you like to soar.
I like to soar.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us, Les Adventures de Simon. Keep up the channel, man. And thanks for joining us. Are you gonna have a party when you're back in Vancouver? Hey, Xavier. Xavier in the comment section. I actually got the pleasure of hanging out with him at the music festival. And to answer your question, Xavier, I definitely will be doing something. I'm not sure exactly what it will be. I mean, I won't be back in Vancouver for like almost a month, so by then it'll be slightly old news, but yeah, you always gotta celebrate. It's important to appreciate the things that happen in your life. It's so easy to get busy and just like let these things pass you by, but I definitely want to celebrate 100K because it's one of those things that a long time ago I set this as a goal, and when it actually happened, you know, I didn't necessarily have that incredible feeling inside of like, oh my gosh, we made it, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with like you keep so busy, is just like take the time to step back and realize what it was that you accomplished over that period of time. So yeah, I'd love to do something. Excited to do a little celebration with Laura whenever we get to Ottawa. I'm sure she'll. Sounds really weird. What will you do tomorrow? Tomorrow is not going to be a very fun day. We've got like a 10-hour travel day on. Yeah. Can we buy any merch yet? Hi, Sam. So basically, here's the thing with the merchandise. I'm working on it, but right now the problem is shipping is so expensive. So I could have a t-shirt that was $35 and it would be like breaking even. So it's like at this point I'm trying to figure out if merchandise in the conventional sense makes a business sense. So I'm working on that. I'm really busy at the moment, so I hope to have it figured out soon, but I can't guarantee exactly when merchandise will be on the marketplace. But I do want to get that up very soon. Mon or Cebu. Cebu.
I would love to.
Yeah, you should actually.
Yeah. There's a lot of places I want to go. I want to see the whole world. So.
You hit 100K, same time as Nate hit 4 million. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty crazy. Brother Canada. No, I don't. Best DJI Phantom settings. You know what? I actually don't play around with the settings on my Phantom. What I just recently got was a filter, though, that if it's too bright out, the drone actually gets overexposed, and that's generally what leads to problems on the drone. But I got a filter that helps prevent too much light from going in. Yeah, stickers are a great option. I'm definitely gonna do different little merch things, and stickers are gonna be some of that. So, hi Trisha. Hey Jimmy. Oh Jimmy, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, man. I'll be one of the first people to buy merch. Thanks, Theodora. I really appreciate that. What? You're going to London in 12 days? Yeah, about 12 days. Not exactly. I'm going to be there for like a day. So I bought I actually got sent it. It's a sand mark kit, and it comes with like an ND filter and a polarizing filter. Oh, where did we go? Will you do more live streams in the future? I definitely think I will. Yeah, no, they're fun, but it's a very busy schedule doing the whole daily vlogging thing. So definitely won't do it too frequently, but every now and then. Hey Christian, what's up, man? What's the one place you would travel to if money was not an issue? I think probably Bora Bora or the Maldives, but I think more leaning towards the Maldives. I've got a friend right now, you might actually know who it is, Ronnie, with Drone Heroes. Some of you guys might have seen him in the videos. He went to Maldives with a resort by the name of 6 Cents, and it's just like this really, really high-end place where it's like thousands of dollars a night. So that looked pretty cool. That's probably where I would go. Are you guys need to go then? You wouldn't blame me. Yeah, you guys can ditch it then. Do you have a red filter for your GoPro when diving? Yeah, they're pretty expensive, but I think you can buy like secondhand brands, or not secondhand brands, but like lower end brands rather than buying the GoPro one, because it gets pretty expensive through GoPro. I think I paid like $65 for mine, but it definitely is almost a necessity if you're diving. But not for swim. How pattern going? Well, how's Patreon going? Patreon is going. If you saw the video, I mean, there was definitely a very mixed reception. I think a lot of it, I take it on myself. I probably didn't explain it properly, but in a very short recap, that allows me to make more videos like the ones I'm doing here in Romania, where I'm not sponsored by big companies. And so Patreon is a great platform that allows you guys, if you have the resources and are interested in contributing, it allows me to create better videos that aren't relying on brands. And the problem with working with brands is that it's hard to be honest. When you work with a brand, you're in this position where you're being paid for a service. You're being paid to give them exposure. And they, of course, want the exposure to be, you have things that you would normally complain about or things that you would never normally not recommend. You're in this very awkward position where you're forced to say, you're not forced, but you're put in a position where you're almost expected to say good things about it on Patreon. So it allows me to travel places, be brutally honest when something sucks, and be able to say when something's amazing. So that's basically where it's at. And Patreon's, it's going, it's a good start, and I really appreciate those who have decided to be generous on the system. I really, really take notice to everyone who's on it. Do a meetup. I definitely would love to do a meetup. I've never done a formal meetup yet. So good night, guys. No worries. Yeah, it's all good, man. I would love to do a meetup, especially in Vancouver. I think there could be enough of a crowd to meet up for coffee or something. That'd be really cool. For business, how about opening LeBlanc travel company? And Nicholas, you know, it's a great idea. Who knows? You might see something very soon. Christian, were you born in Montreal? You said you will be visiting a family in the city soon. No, I was born in Mississauga, Ontario, which is one province further inland, but it's in Ontario, which is the English part of Canada. And my family does live in Quebec, so I'll be visiting in the summer. League club. No, I don't watch any sports, and I don't watch Premier League, unfortunately. But I did have a Man U jersey when I was very young. I was like, that's what I wanted for Christmas, because I played FIFA a lot. So that was my way of getting into the whole Premier League. You got to meet Gage. Your buddies look bored as F. Well, no, they're not bored, but it's getting pretty late. It's like 1:30 a.m. It's 1:12 here, so we're pretty tired, but they're troopers. They're sticking in with it. Christian, please do a meetup when you go to London. There's a lot of you guys, so hey, that could be pretty cool. If you guys are in London, maybe I will. You made my day just by saying my name. Aw, lots of love to you. If you could swim with sharks or dolphins, what would you do? I think dolphins. I've seen different kinds of sharks now, but I've never swam with dolphins, so that would be really cool. Uh-oh, did we lose internet? Are we still there? I think we're still here. Okay. Can you explain what music you use in the video? Okay, so I get asked this quite a bit. If you guys are doing YouTube, this might be handy for you. Basically, I use music that I get from all sorts of places. If this is music that's pop culture music, let me start with this. YouTube has a resource where you can actually check if a song is copyrighted. So it's called Audio Library, and then within the YouTube Audio Library, you can click on copyrighted songs. You can actually search if a song is registered on YouTube. If it's registered, that means you won't be able to make money on that video anymore, because YouTube will say, okay, you used, let's say as an example, you used Justin Bieber's song. Now the money from this video that gets earned will go straight to Justin Bieber's producer or his team, his music managing team. So you don't want to use those kind of songs if you plan to monetize your video. So what I do is I find songs that are not copyrighted. SoundCloud is a great place to find that. There's lots of independent artists who don't register their music, and I generally will message those artists saying, hey, my name is Christian, this is my YouTube channel, is it okay if I use your music? And return credit to you in the video description. 90 times out of 10, 90 times out of 100, they'll say yes. So that's one of the ways to do it. Another way to do it, and I've started doing this a little more, is I actually use music that is copyrighted, but I do it for under 30 seconds. Now, I don't recommend this because if your goal is to monetize a video, you may very well find that even if you follow the step of being under 30 seconds, it can get caught. So it's up to you. It's a bit of a gamble, and it could bite you in the butt down the road, but music's definitely a bit of a tough spot on YouTube, and I think YouTube recognizes it. There definitely is going to be progress in that space, I'm sure, in the next couple of years. Thank you, Superior Chef. When will Matt sing? Probably not too soon, because I think he just went to bed. Will you travel to Australia? Definitely. You guys should stay tuned, because I think that could be quite soon. When do you know you wanted to travel the world? My birthday in 51 minutes. Connor, that's amazing. I didn't really ever have a sudden realization. It just kind of happened when I made these travel vlogs. Hi, Nina. I always see your comments. I really appreciate them. That's awesome that you made it. Live streams are fun. Falling asleep. I'm not sure if that was sarcastic. No, oh, yeah, he's making fun of me. Yeah, well, I've been on this for 2 hours or so it's been great. But,
Climbing up.
we're climbing up. When do you plan to marry Laura? You know what? I think it could happen fairly soon. So y'all better stay tuned. You are not alone on that thought. Nina was afraid I missed it as well. Yeah, you made it, Jimmy. Matt drunk already.
Matt had a few too many beers, so yeah.
Yeah,
He's very short, right? So he gets drunk very quickly. After
that one chug. Is your drone sponsored? No, it's not. I wish it was sponsored, but there's no good drone sponsors in the world. You have more subscribers. Thank you. You should meet up with Molly when you go to London. Well, Jack, you might be in luck, because I am currently talking to Molly, and I think we might meet. You can't please all these people. Funny thing is they unsubscribe, but they visit your channel again for some stuff. It's true. I've definitely learned that. But it's very hard as a YouTuber not to feel like everyone, you have to realize, like you said, that you can't please everyone. But it's a very challenging thing to say, to practice. It's one thing to say it, one thing to practice it. I never let the comments get to me, but after that Patreon video, I definitely have to admit that was one of the times where I actually felt pretty down after reading the comments. But, like you said, you can't please everyone. Are you planning to have kids early? Definitely not early, but definitely planning to have kids. Meet up in London. Yeah, well, I might arrange some sort of meetup. When are you making a video about how you edit your videos? Hi, Alan. I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime too soon. I know Ben Brown did it on his, might be helpful for you. He basically shows, probably even better, how he edits his videos than I do. I don't know if I'm going to make a video about it. Have I missed the fact of the day?
Yeah, but maybe more facts to come. Don't worry. There's more.
They'll be in the vlogs. Plans for tomorrow, we've got a 10-hour travel day, which sucks. People really like the facts, eh? Do you guys have hidden talents? Stein can rap, actually. Yeah, at 100. If you help us get to 100K, guys. So if you take my Facebook, my URL, share it on your Facebook. Let's get to 100K. When we hit 100K, Matt can beatbox and Stein can rap, and like actually really well. So you'll see. In traveling, do you prefer a budget, or I prefer having no budget? But that's not always an option. Have you ever tried any drugs? No. I've had Tylenol once when I had a headache. When did you know you wanted to travel the world? I already answered that, but
Where's the short guy? Don't worry, he's back.
Don't worry, guys.
where the comments go? A lot of questions about Ireland.
What's the crack?
I've been to Ireland before. It's a really
Story.
cool place, but I'm sure I'll be back. Oh, here's a question. Do you prefer a budget for exclusive hotel traveling, and why? Do you prefer a budget? Oh, I see. I'd rather travel.
Hostels or-
Yeah, I'd rather travel without like the whole exclusive. I think you mean all-inclusive hotel.
It's like, hotels are like hostels, basically.
I'd rather stay in
Why do you want to go to nice hotels?
Yeah, I'd rather stay in hostels because you meet people and like that's where the better experiences happen. So you don't need a lot of money to have like a great travel. I'd say it goes the other way around. It's like if you have a lot of money, sometimes you really miss out on the point of traveling, and that's meeting people, experiencing the culture. And you know, there's definitely some great luxuries that come out of having money while traveling, but the best traveling experiences often come to those who do the hostel stuff. So you ask. No. I'll be there in a banner and balloons. Oh, thank you. Well, maybe we have to do a London meetup now, I guess. People really want the story on this. Will you ever come to Florida? I've been to Florida. I really like it, but I don't know when I'll be back.
Justin Trudeau.
Thanks for joining us. That's awesome that you're in the army. Keep fighting the good fight. Our platoon sergeant. That's good. All right. Cheers. 1, 2, 3. Wilba. Really good. Thanks, Martin or Mart Jean. I'm glad you like to how to travel Philippines. 6:16 p.m. Stuck in the office watching the live stream. It's awesome.
Respect. Keep grinding.
Keep grinding. I used to save up money before traveling, but now I'm able to keep my costs very low by getting free hotels. And sometimes I get airline sponsors. It's happened once. I was in the Philippines and that was an airline sponsor. So there's ways that I'm able to keep my costs low, and I do make a little bit of money here and there. Live stream is more fun without a shirt. It's not that kind of live stream. Maybe when I'm with Laura next time, we'll do a shirtless live stream. What do you guys think? Might have a few more people watching. What your buddy's Snapchat? So his Snapchat is at Stein Erickson. STEIN. That's Stein, like Einstein, Stein, and then Erickson is ERICKSON. That's a Snapchat. But he hasn't updated enough.
I had 2 updates today.
Oh, that's a big one. Hey, if you're in Montreal this summer, you should hit me up. Promise I'm not a creep with my boyfriend. That'd be awesome.
Until stand up.
That'd be cool.
514.
Well, you have to remind me,
Francesca.
Francesca, when I actually make it there. Send me a tweet closer to the date. That'd be awesome. We'll try to figure something out. I've been watching the live stream for 2 hours now. Harry, the grind. That's what it's about. Hello from Dubai, man. Getting smashed with beer from plastic cups.
Happy days.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
Are you meeting Ben soon? No, I don't know when I'll meet Ben, but I'm sure at some
Oh,
point.
what a great call from Harry.
You win a battle. A polar bear with a rifle or a gorilla with a laser gun?
Laser gun.
Yeah, definitely. Gorillas are pretty quick too. They're better. I don't think a polar bear wouldn't even be able to pull the trigger. So,
Good session.
Probably both fun.
yeah.
Like Jinx Eden. Meet the parents. Doesn't have thumbs over.
What do you do when you start to burn out from the grind of constant editing videos and filming? You know what? I don't get burnt out from filming and editing. I think what I really feel sometimes though is like if I spent a lot of time on a video and it didn't necessarily get or like love as I would have expected, that's what tires. That's what kind of like wears me down is when I'm like creating videos and I feel like it's not getting as much attention or traction as I would have hoped. But I love the process of editing and filming and creating the final product. I really love. The most exciting period for me is when I'm like uploaded the video and I get to hit publish. As soon as I publish that video, I really love that. That's my favorite part. Funny, that's true. I know what you mean, Jimmy. Man, how much we got left? We got 40 more subs to come.
We're going there.
I'd love to see a grease trip. I'd love to see a grease trip as well. That'd be sweet. Scurry. What time is it there? It's currently 1:30 a.m. Most of my friends. That's awesome. Does Matt have Instagram? No, I don't.
As of yet, I'm off the grid. But,
Angelica, respect. Matt, you should make Instagram. There's a lot of fans I want to see.
yeah, I know, I sure do.
No one's on Pokemon Go, unfortunately. No Pokemons.
What day were you born? I was born in the month of March. How many hours you edit every day when you travel? A vlog probably takes about 3.5 hours, which is like really long when you consider you have to do like a full day of traveling and you never quite know where you're sleeping. So yeah, it can be difficult sometimes. And then if I want to do an Instagram photo, that takes me like an hour. I think about making a film like film look videos like Ben Brown's Visual Vibes. Sort of, but not really. Like I like the idea of it, but I also like to give like more than just visual vibes value. And like that's not to diss what Ben Brown does. It's really cool. But like for me, I'd rather spend more time doing like highlight reels on like, you know, top 10 things to see in Thailand, or how to travel Thailand, how to travel the Philippines. For me, that's more my kind of like highlight kind of video. But yeah, just joined. Welcome, Fallen. Sikihor or El Nido? That's a good question. It just really depends what you're looking for, but I like Sikihor a lot, so that's really hard. They're both really good. Oh, well, handsome. Thank you so much, Nina. I didn't get their names. This is Matt, and this is Star. Hopefully you can come back to California soon. That'd be cool. Is Laura joining you guys soon? No, but I'm joining her soon in Ottawa. Do you watch Funfiliary? No, I don't really watch any vlogs. Hey Christian, what's your approach on booking flights? I just use like Google Flights or Skyscanner. What frat were you in? James, I was in Sigma Chi at UBC. Any plans for Eastern Europe? Yeah, so we're actually renting a car, which is like super sweet. We're getting this little mini, I think it's orange car, and we're gonna go from Constanta, which is in Romania on the coast, and we're gonna go south all the way through Bulgaria. So, yeah. Man, this is a grind. Do you plan to? I don't plan at all. No, I just kind of go with it. And yeah, no, I definitely should try to sell the video to the tourism board. I must have missed your question, Fabian, but you can ask it again. Another UBC student. What degree did you do? I did a business degree. Do you plan to visit Hungary? No, not this time. Can we show you around Ottawa? I don't think we'll be leaving the cottage too much, to be honest. And I've been to Ottawa a few times, but Laz, if you tweet me when I get there, who knows? Might be cool to meet up. I think I'll be there in like maybe 12 days, so send us a message. When are you going to see Laura going to be with you again? Is she joining you in Europe? She's not joining me in Europe, but I'll see her in Ottawa in like 12 days. I am left-handed, and so is my mom and dad. Left-handed is in the family. Are you more extroverted or introverted? I'm both. I'm like a combination of the two.
Extroverted.
You're
extroverted.
You think?
Yeah.
But there's such thing as an extroverted introvert. Like I really like having my alone time, as well as like being. I don't like being in big crowds. I like being in small, intimate groups like this, like being with three people. So that's where I get like the extroverted introvert, and like, yeah. How many hours have they have video material? I'm not sure what that means. Do you use any filters when you fly your drone? I've just started using a polarizer filter, and I'm not using a B filter yet. But if it was a super bright day, I would definitely use it because I have one now. Lefties, yeah, unite the lefties.
More lefties.
There are more than. Oh, Nina, you're so nice. Could you give us a tour of where you're staying? Not really, because everyone's sleeping, so I can't really bring you back to the room, but I can tell you what it is. It's a bunk bed. And in the corner, there's like this thing that looks like it could be Dracula's coffin.
It is.
It is. The hostel, it's like, their logo is a bat. So,
Hostel sounds something.
It's sketchy.
Has this chat been going for 3 hours? Wow. 70, I'm not sure what Aussie dollars are worth. Probably.
That's the same exact thing.
Yeah, $70 a day is pretty good. Like, I think that's more than reasonable. I know, I am very tired. I'm slowing down. You guys should definitely go to bed.
I don't think so.
What backpacks do you have? It's a Gregory backpack. And Jimmy, we are getting there for sure. We're currently 38 away, 38 subs away. So close. Have you ever considered, rather than posting a video every day, post every week? I have thought about that, Kyle, but you know, it's kind of like it's a tough situation because some people really like having the daily vlogs, where you know they feel like you're a part of their daily routine, and so I've definitely thought about changing it up because the daily vlogging is very challenging. But for the moment, I'm going to be doing the daily. What I am considering is like finding a way to throw in like a break day every day, or every week, maybe like 5 days of a week kind of setup, maybe Monday to Friday. But yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. Definitely going to go to Croatia and definitely want to visit Argentina. Cheapest country I've been to was probably Vietnam. Longboard, it was my brother's, and I'm not sure how much you paid for it. Probably a little bit of money, 200 bucks. Since you used the Rufus song in your drone video, it got stuck in my head. Good choice in music. I'm glad you liked it. Really awesome song and really awesome artist. So. I'll subscribe when it's up in the 90s or 80s. Okay. How do you use Audio Library? I don't use it at all, to be honest. Oh, I mean, unless we were talking about finding the copyrighted songs, just Google like copyrighted music, Audio Library, YouTube, it should show up.
Respect, Tom.
Need a place to stay in Ottawa? I could put you up in our Soho building. Okay. Well, Lasmel, I'll think about it. We do have a cottage out there, but I'll let you know. And like I said, definitely toss me a tweet when it gets closer to us coming out there. that lightning?
Thunder.
Damn, there's some thunder. Dracula's back.
Transylvanians is
Hey, there's Life of Jord. Hey man, thanks so much. Congratulations on your own success. If you guys haven't already, I can barely speak at this point. If you guys haven't already checked out Life of Jord, he just hit 25K quite recently, so show him some love.
Let's make a move. Don't sleep in Life of Jordan. That's all it is.
No. I got the pleasure of hanging out with him in Bangkok. Fave movies, I really like Zoolander.
I'm right. Thank you, George.
Dude, you say hello to every single person. You're definitely an extrovert. Stein's right. Fair enough.
Hashtag Sam.
Not the first thing I heard.
Stein, what do you do for a living?
I do like economic analysis for the city.
So like, for example, the garbage program where like the city implemented a new system where instead of everyone having their own garbage cans, they have these unified, or everyone has the exact same design of garbage. And then the truck can come in with these like forks, pick up the garbage, dump it in, and like it's just different ways of optimizing the way the city operates. And he has to kind of analyze, okay, was this program worth the money?
How much money is it going to cost us? And that's what
It's really starting to rain.
Dracula's back.
Dracula. It's like, yeah, we've been like hit with a couple storms, really hard storms. Today it happened again. I like was all my stuff on my backpack, like my drone, my cameras.
You never know.
Got hit with the biggest storm, but Laura's good. Yeah, she's doing really good. I hope we can still visit the Philippines before I move to Madrid. Well, maybe, Dan, you never know. I hope to be the Philippines eventually, quite soon. You really work hard on your videos. Keep up the good work. Don't get burned out. Thanks, Chillingsworth. I really appreciate it when people notice that. I do work very hard on them. And I do it for you guys. I'm glad you guys appreciate it. I really work hard because I know that it shows and you guys deserve the best videos possible. How old was I when I visited my first country? I don't know. I think like probably Mexico when I was 13 or 14 with my friend's family. Will you visit Mongolia maybe one day?
Mongolia sounds really
Thanks,
cool.
Drone on John. I really appreciate that. All right, this day. Why don't you take video on 360 camera? To be honest, the 360 camera technology, like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but I don't know. Like, I don't think it's. It seems kind of gimmicky at the moment. Like, until those cameras get a little better, I don't think I want to jump on it just yet. And I kind of like being able to show people what to look at rather than them being able to look around. I might have my credit card lying out for all I know. Like, that would just be a bit of a nightmare, vlogging and having to wonder if there's anything that shouldn't be in the camera. So, just in a minute. Stay humble, man. What's your next big steps? Thanks, Nicholas, but just making more videos, you know? Just making more videos and sharing more of the journey with you guys. I'm glad you guys decided to tag along on the journey. And yeah, Nicole, I'm still here. I'm barely here, but I'm still here. Got all my tips from you. I'm glad you were able to take something from it, at least. Thanks, Cat Ford. You can come to Vienna, Austria eventually. Did you know some seniors are following your posts? We are reliving our past adventures. Well, I can check my YouTube analytics, and I've seen that there's definitely some older demographics that watch my stuff, which is so cool. Like, that's one of the coolest things about YouTube is that you really you don't know who your audience will be until, you know. I mean, I see the stats, but it's only when I meet them in person that I actually can put together, oh my gosh, this is like who watches my stuff and how it's impacted them. So YouTube's a really cool platform. Let's get lost again tomorrow. It's already today, I know. Do you get fan mail? Yeah, I do get fan mail, but I don't generally reply to people who email just because email's for business, but Twitter is a really good way to send fan mail. If you guys have questions.
He wants like a PO box. He wants to send you fan mail in person.
Oh, fan mail, yeah, true. No, not at the moment, but I definitely want to set up like a place that people can send mail. That'd be cool. But I'll let you, you'll definitely know when that happens. Christian is lost, rest in peace. Thanks, Jack Sheldon.
Respect George.
Don't shoot yourself against them.
I respect that.
Do you have a final goal for your channel? Not really, just like, I want to just be able to like be ultimately mobile. Like I like being able to travel and to be able to earn an income from my laptop is the goal.
Shout out to John.
John, legend.
Absolutely fan of the day.
Legend. Man, I'm glad, James. That's sick. Thailand's such a cool place.
Fan of the day. Let's go.
I definitely.
45 days.
My Fazil. Let's see if that works. I don't know, but I'm sure I'll be there at some point. Such a cool place. I'll see if I can. Yeah, Brian. Definitely see if we can bring some people to this channel. We're about 34 out, and I'm getting tired here. You're not tired? Yes, I'm very tired. But the hostel, no one. I'm starting to crash, but still waiting for 100K. Yeah, aren't we all, Jaleka?
Oh, hey, Margaret.
Margaret! Yeah, no worries, Margaret. You deserved it.
Who's this Margaret person in the chat?
Oh, big troll.
Sure who it is.
You guys all seem so tired. Busy days for sure, and it's like 1:40 a.m. right now, so it's just getting pretty late. Okay. Margaret, yay. Margaret, you better be subscribed.
Yeah, you better subscribe.
Yes, there's another one.
Margaret's not very active in the chat.
No. That's a good question, RJ. So I actually normally, it depends. If I have like a certain mood I want to portray, then I'll definitely look for music that shows that. But then I'll go back and I'll edit the video to fit that music. So it generally will always be like, okay, the music here could work, and now I'm going to edit the video to work with that music. So I don't know if that made sense, but it has to fit the scene. I earned 15 points. You think that's enough, though? Well done. There's no secret to this giveaway. Honestly, it's just the more points you give yourself, the better chance you have of winning. So good luck, and yeah. Christian, thank you so much, and good night. Yeah, no worries, man. Well, need some ground here for me. See what this keeps. I look like Rob Thomas. Oh. I'm going to send you some stuff. Please let us know. I'll let you know when I have a PO box. How many days do you see in Bulgaria? Probably about 5. Right now it's 1:43 a.m. I always look at the commercials on YouTube. Good for you. I think it actually does make a difference. Yeah, if you watch the full video. So thank you very much for that.
If you have an ad block.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Less than 30 away.
Yes, I went to McGill. I'm not from Montreal.
Stein's also from Vancouver. Best advice for editing programs would be just Final Cut. I really think it's great. It's user friendly. And good night, Owen from Ireland.
What a troll.
You got Margaret in there. Hey, thanks, Cafe Con. What are we at now? Hey, we're making some ground here. We're 27 away, guys. This is pretty big. How did you use Nickelback's music on your video? I didn't get permission actually, but seconds, so it didn't get caught. But again, I don't really recommend that. It's not a good strategy. Yeah, the old vlog intro was really cool, but I just found the cartoon was a bit, not outdated, but I was just ready to move on to the next thing. I really like the look of the new one, to be honest. So I'm just pretty stoked on how it turned out. Why do you like going to the Philippines? Because the people are great, the beaches are beautiful, and the food is, no, not the food, it's just really cheap, which is nice. Who says the fan of the day and yay at the end of it? Amazing guy who basically I had asked for help with saying like, oh, could someone help me redesign fan of the day? And without any like, anything from me, he's like, here, I made you one. And I think he said yay, but I don't know. But it's a pretty awesome. I really love it. What happens if you don't reach 100K? Well, it'd be a pretty depressing 100K party. Any advice for aspiring vloggers? I think I already responded, but just like make lots of videos and see where it goes from there. Michael and I want to congratulate. Yeah, thanks so much, Michael and Gino. You guys are thebomb.com. Matt's so tired.
I'm very tired.
But
Thanks, Dan.
we're 26 away, so I'm in for the long haul. This is gonna be good.
I'm squinting hard at Margaret's eye. What does that mean, John Vito?
Margaret's his sister. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Jesse.
Oh,
What's happening?
That'd be cool, Jesse. Definitely. Again, just send me like a tweet. That'd be awesome to meet up for drinks or something. And Margaret, you better have hit subscribe.
That's right. It's true.
I'm actually not done. I'm just.
I thought I responded to you, Bon, but if you have another question, definitely send it. Is it easy to fly a drone? There's a learning curve for sure. And I almost crashed mine a couple times when I was learning, but actually I flew into a bush. But yeah, it's not easy, but you get good at it, and eventually, theoretically, you don't crash them as much. So, but it's one of those things. It's like you need to have. It's a bit of a gamble. Every time you fly, you risk that you might not see again. If you think 100K is great, I think there's much more to come. It's true. There's more than 100, but I just think it's important to recognize each milestone. And for me, 100K is like a massive one. I set a really lofty goal when I said I wanted to do 100K in a year. I did it in about 8.5, so pretty excited. Thanks so much to you guys. Time for me to go. Thanks so much for being here. You must be tripping. And take care of you as well. Let's get lost again tomorrow. Do you like Game of Thrones? I don't watch it, but I know if I started watching it, I'm sure I would.
Game of Thrones is amazing. I'm a huge fan.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Last season was
I
unbelievable.
haven't watched that. It's good.
Any shows you guys are watching?
What who's subject?
We're 25 away. Yeah, no worries, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you should definitely.
Yeah.
What's the downside of the DJI standard versus Pro? Standard, just you can't shoot 4K, and the controller, the remote, I think is like worse. My remote's really crappy, but it just doesn't feel as good in the hand. The guys are saying goodnight.
Right. Okay. We're going to bed. It's been fun.
Look at them.
When I get
Let's get lost in all.
All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm hanging out here till we make it.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Is this your wire?
Yeah, just leave that there. Just put that wherever.
No, this is this one's savage. We had it. Where's the cookie?
No, it's pretty bad.
Shove the pizza. Okay, right.
Yeah, Pizza Hut gives some pretty awful pizza here. Let's put out a tweet, see if we can get a bit more action going.
See you. Yeah.
See you in the morning. All right, guys, and now there's one. Oh, you crashed your Phantom 4? That sucks. Don't fly off a balcony. I tried that once, and I literally came so close to crashing mine. If you like cute couple videos, check out my Brooklyn's channel. Okay. That's cool. Do you think now you'll be able to make a trip without a camera, or you'll be able to make a trip without a camera or mobile phone? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I would definitely bring a camera on a trip. Is the rain noise back? The rain seems to have stopped. YouTube Red just charged me. Oh, do you like YouTube Red? I'm curious. I've not signed up for it. How young is too young for a solo female traveler in Asia? That's a good question. I guess, I don't know. I obviously no younger than 18. But I would recommend going like 19, maybe 20, and like going 21, 22 is probably even better. Just because like I feel like you just get along with more people at that age rather than being a super young person traveling. But it's definitely not a bad idea as long as you're 18. Hey, thank you, Drew. One way or another, we're getting there. Ever thinking of getting a red camera? No, it's much too expensive for what I do. I don't want to travel with a multi-$1,000 camera. Any thoughts about paying Scandinavia visit? Definitely would love to. Like, I'd love to go to Scandinavia, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. And it's such an expensive place that I feel like I need to be a little further along in this whole YouTube career. Which country would you choose to live from all of those that you've traveled? I really like Bangkok. I think Bangkok's a very livable place. As much as I love the Philippines, I don't know if I found a city that I could necessarily live in. Like Manila, I don't know. I don't think I could live in Manila. It was cool to visit, but whereas Bangkok I found actually to be quite livable. Stein took the pizza. Yeah, just took it to bed. No, I'm good. I don't need to sleep yet. Do you plan to get image stabilization? Yeah, I'll get a steady cam. I think like a glide cam would be good. A Monopoly board. Got it. Settlers of Catan in the back cupboard there. Such a good game. Shout out to Liam. Cheers, Brian. I really appreciate that. That's serious bro move. I really appreciate that a lot. And Jack, Vine is a really cool platform. I don't know if it's a strategic one, because you only have so many hours in a day. And I think Vine as a platform sounds like it's kind of failing. Like I think it's losing its momentum. But I think I'll stay focused on the YouTube, Instagram kind of thing. Just, although Vine is very fun. But what do you guys think is working best for the channel right now? Is there something that you guys would like to see more of that you feel like has been done better in the past, or what do you guys think? And thanks, Nicole. You rock. And Elizabeth Travels, yes, hitting 1K was very hard. But the thing that I guess was different about what I was doing was that I never was trying to achieve 1K, because I just started YouTubing for fun, and I never really checked my subscriber count like that until I finally, like, it wasn't until I was like, okay, I'm quitting my job to do this for a living. Now I need to like actually start trying to gain subscribers. And it puts a lot of pressure on what you're doing, which isn't always a good thing, to be honest. I think when you start, it always needs to be treated as a hobby and nothing more. I don't know if that's helpful, but okay, so here were some tips. More drone shots, okay. More history lessons, that's good. Thanks, Christian, I appreciate that. And more drone shots, that's good. Just channel always want to start a channel. What made you start blogging? What made me start vlogging was that I wanted to be able to share my trip with friends and family. I wanted to be able to keep the memories for myself. I've always been like that. Before I made videos, I was taking tons of photos because for me, that's my way of sharing. I love to be able to look back at my old photos and be like, oh, that was fun. And so for me, videos was the progression of that. It was like the next step. And Laura was doing YouTube before I was, and so she kind of opened my eyes to this whole YouTube community thing. Made me realize that YouTube was not just for cat videos, but was a cool place I could post my own memories. So that's kind of how I got into vlogging. And yeah, definitely singing the final countdown right now. Guys, we are trucking along. We've got 18 left. This is a really big moment for me. Thank you so much, you guys. When will you be back in the Philippines? Commonly asked question, but I don't know at the moment. Hopefully soon. You have more travel. I'll do more how to travel. Yeah, I like those videos, and people seem to like them. They're quite helpful. Never get struck by lightning. I'll try to. Thanks, Bon. And have a good night as well. I like how you mentioned the price of local food. Okay. We can definitely try to do more of that. More cost and money info. Okay. And more white text. People like white text. That's good. What do you think about... So yeah, someone asked a good question. Oh, Nicole did. What do you think are other sustainable jobs while traveling that you have found other people are doing? So I actually recently... Yeah. What are you looking for? Oh. Yeah. We are 17 away. Ooh, we're moving quick, yeah. That's a good question, Nicole. So I actually recently was on a Skype call with someone who basically pays for all their travels by doing graphic design. And she is self-taught. She just learned how to do InDesign. Is it InDesign? InDesign. And she designs brochures for people. She designs websites, business cards. And for her, that's a way to be self-sustainable. She can go, when I was Skyping her, she was chilling in Hawaii. She was just by the beach, and that was, her job. So it's pretty cool. I mean, we're living in a very exciting time where internet allows us to work from our computers, and there's lots of business opportunities. If you've got the business mind, you can really find some great opportunities out there. I know another friend who was doing web design, so fairly similar. He would do Facebook advertising, which is actually supposedly quite a great platform for advertising. And so he would spend $100 a month using Facebook ads. And with that, it would generate him 2 or 3 clients a month that would earn him $400 to $500. So that was not his full-time income. He also had another job. He wasn't But he was thinking of transitioning full time and doing travel on the side, or doing travel with that business. So there's all sorts of ways. I'll mention more if I can think of, but okay. Think that how to travel set yours videos from others. That's good. Let's see that as people like that. Show more costs of travel. Bring Laura and come to Cape Town. I'll show you peeps around. That'd be cool. And thank you, Sky. I'm glad you liked the Philippines video. I really spent a lot of time on that video. Do what you want, bro. That's your vlogs are awesome. Thanks, Jesse. What's going on with the drone contest? The giveaway will be done in about 9 days, I think, is left. So if you haven't already submitted an entry, then make sure to do that, because one lucky person gets to take home a drone. More how-to videos, yeah. Travel tips I like the most. Okay, that's good. Good night, Fedia. Thank you, Harry. Really appreciate that. Are you going to VidCon next year? I think so. I mean, I would love to. I have never, that's not totally true. I went to the event in Manila that was kind of like a VidCon, but it'd be really good. Nice to meet other people who are doing similar things, and I'm gonna make it out next year. Gotta go to work. Early congrats. Thanks, John. Thanks, John. I really appreciate that. And we are just 16 away, guys. So close. 15 more. Yep, 16 more subs. What about your merch shop? I mentioned this earlier, but the merch shop is hopefully going to be up soon, but I'm waiting because right now the profit margins don't make enough sense for it, and I don't want you guys to basically have to overspend on the shirts. I don't want them to be so expensive that, you know, I wouldn't even buy it. So I'm trying to find ways to keep shipping costs and all the different costs down. Yeah. What do you think about exchanges? I'm not sure what you mean by exchanges. If you want to clarify that, I can try to answer that. Your drone videos are awesome. Thank you for showing nature. I'm glad you enjoy it. Do a collab with Will Desk? Oh, definitely. I would love to collab more with Will and Daniel. So much fun to hang out with those guys. Like, I've thought of doing a video before about it, but like I don't think I will. It's too controversial, but I've had a very a poor experience dealing with some social media people. It's very hard to meet quality people online because there's lots of different incentives involved, and it sometimes attracts a certain person. And that's obviously a huge generalization, but I've been very unfortunate with some of the social media people I've met, and I'm not pressed. Daniel and Will are seriously some amazing, genuine guys, and yeah, they're really awesome guys, and they're like lifelong friends. So if and when I make it back to the Philippines, 100%, I'm going to be crashing at Will's place, I'm sure, and we'll be making more videos. Brian, you're a trooper. I really do appreciate that. That's so sick. It's probably even fan of the day material. I'm going to screenshot that, and there we go. Visit Serbia, Montenegro. Yeah, definitely. One day. It won't be this time just because we're already short for time, unfortunately. But what is your former company and how did you make money to start traveling? I was working for a company by the name of Ernst & Young, and they're one of the 4 biggest accounting firms in the world. I was doing an internship there with them, and that's where I saved up money for my exchange. And then I came back to work for them full time, but then I quit because I started doing this. But before that, I had my own landscaping business. And before that, I worked for the university that I was going to. So I've made money in different ways, working all sorts of jobs. How supportive were your parents in the decision to leave the corporate world? Sorry, I'm getting like dyslexic as I get tired. My parents, you know what? My parents are parents, and they want me to live a stable life, and they want me to have success within stability. And so to say, hey, I'm going to go do YouTube was kind of like a bit of a scary thing for them, especially when I was pretty much the first person in my family to go to university and to get one of these dream jobs out of the gate. And so for them, it was very challenging to see me walk away from that. The rain started up like crazy. It's starting to rain again. But it was scary for them. But I think once I showed and put into motion what I was talking about the whole time, they totally understand it. And now they're just so supportive. They're like my #1 fans on YouTube. They watch all my videos, and like they're always commenting on ways they can help and whatever else. So it's great. They're very supportive. I've got some amazing parents. Where is your next destination? Ottawa, in Canada. Wow, it really started to rain really hard. Okay, it's 2 after midnight in Romania. It is. Thank you. I love Montreal. How many subs left? We have 17 left. Slowly but surely, we're making our way back. Could you see yourself going back to a desk job? Definitely not, to be honest. It's I've just always been, I don't want to say against desk jobs, but I just don't do well sitting in one place all day, and I know I wouldn't do well back in the corporate environment. Dracula's here. And Christian, to answer your question, no, there's really no answer to it. It's a grind. It's very tiring making videos while traveling, but at the end of the day, hopefully it's what you're passionate about, and that's what helps you get through the long nights when you don't have enough sleep. Are there any places you wouldn't want to go to? The only places, I mean, every country has places that you don't want to go to, but there's no country other than like North Korea or some of not Southeast Asia, some of the Middle East that I would avoid. But otherwise, no, there's even Romania. I mean, before coming to Romania, I was quite hesitant and kind of like, I thought I'd have to have my guard up all the time. But Romania has been such an amazing place, and yet it's a place that has not necessarily a good reputation in the world. And so it just goes to show, you know what, everyone, you have so many great people in a country, and it only takes a few bad people to define a country as being a bad place. But when you go visit these places, you see for yourself how safe they are. And yeah, for the most part, there's not really any countries other than North Korea that I wouldn't visit. Good night, Mary. Thank you so much. Landscaping business, care to elaborate? Yeah, so it was fairly simple landscaping. It was stuff like, you know, weeding, mowing the lawns, just anything that was labor intensive but didn't really need any skill or training. And I called it Green Thumb Grads. We were focusing on, the sales pitch was, we're students saving up for university. That's why it's called Green Thumb Grads. Green thumb is a term for someone who does landscaping work. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's gotten very loud. But yeah, so I just, basically I was already working a full-time job, and this was my part-time. I did this on the side, and I would hire my friends to go and do contract work for me. So I would get a $200 contract, and I'd pay my friend, you know, $75 to do a few hours of work. So that was a way for me to earn more money that summer, and it was fun. It was a really cool experience. I'm a very entrepreneurial person, and so for me to have gotten into YouTube, it's a lot of fun as well, because there's lots of business opportunities within social media. I hope I explained that enough. And Priscilla, you rock. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm sorry if I sound silly. I'm very tired, but it is so worth it, guys. We are 10 subscribers away. The moment of truth is coming up very, very soon. I cannot wait to screenshot that. What is the most expensive? I'm combining words. What is the most expensive country you've been to? Probably like England. Like I was there for like a day, and I spent so much money. It's just the pound conversion is just so bad. So I would say the UK. You should make a travel show. Well, I do make a travel show though, so maybe. Thanks, Nicole. You rock. Oh, that's awesome, Jemmy. That will be so much fun. Are you planning to go to India and Nepal? India, I'm sure at some point, but like I'm not in a rush to get there. I've talked to a lot of people about it, and it's very much like one of those love or hate places because it is going to rub up against you, and it's not going to be an easy place to travel. And yeah, maybe sometime, but I'm not in a rush to get there. Are you coming to LA again soon? Hit me up if you are. Well, maybe very soon. I don't know. But oh my gosh, there's some serious lightning behind me. I think we'll hear the boom in a second. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a little storm going on here. So someone asked me, can you please make a video on how you fund your travel? I've actually made a video, if you're interested. It's called How I Make Money on Social Media. It's one of my videos from probably about 4 months ago. So if you go through my old videos, you can see exactly how I make money on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I explain it all. Can't wait to buy your top. Thanks, Jack. Do you ever post a Daily Motion or Vimeo? No, I don't. And I honestly don't think I can handle any more platforms. It's a lot. Thanks, Elizabeth Travels. Next time you see me, I'll be at 100K. I live in Seattle and would seriously love to meet and get some advice. I'm simply. Well, Nicole, I think it's probably best that you wait a little longer. I mean, I said earlier that I think 18 is probably the best time to travel, but you know, each to their own. Certain people are ready to go at earlier ages, and it's not much more that can be said about that. But if I'm in Seattle, give me a shout. Let's see, what other questions we got? You should do a project on Kickstarter. Oh, maybe one day. I'm recruiting subscribers for you right now. Thanks, Jason. Looking forward to your 1,000,000 subs. That'll be something else, but focusing on the 100 first. 9 more than I can go to sleep. I feel you, Ali. You show the best drone footage I've ever seen. Thank you. I've only been to London. I mean, actually, no, that's not true. I've been to Ireland, but that was about 6, 7 years ago. Can't wait for the merch. Bring back time lapses. Yeah, definitely need more time lapses. I actually bought this Gorilla Pod, which allows me to do time lapses with my GH4, but the Gorilla Pod seems to have broken. Like I can't get the things to screw back together, so that's why I've not been doing as many time lapses on this upcoming trip. Wow, you probably just saw that. And explosion. It is, Jack. And yeah, still keep in touch with Ronnie quite a bit. What's the deal with the language barriers? In Romania, I assume you mean Romania? It's not too bad, but yeah, it's the second language for a lot of people, so it can be significant at times. Why does Romania have a bad stigma? Well, it gets a bad stigma. There's one group, they're called gypsies, and there's a large population of gypsy people in Romania. And just like anywhere else, you know, the gypsy people aren't bad people, but unfortunately there's a lot of not so great individuals who are gypsies. So gypsies are known for making their money in, how do I put this nicely? they're known for theft, and they're known for making their money through scams. So people generally don't like the gypsy people, which is really unfortunate because there's a lot of great people in that group too. But that's, I guess, why Romania gets this negative stigma. But it's such a beautiful place, and I have to say I'm very happy to see that the stereotypes and the stigma around the place was totally wrong, because I feel so safe here, and I've met so many great people. We're almost there. So close, guys. We're 5 away. I'm gonna message Laura, let her know. Boom. Just message Laura. Is your middle name Jimmy? No, it's actually not Jimmy. Is Greece on your list of country to go to? Yeah, definitely. I would love to go. There's more lightning behind me. When will you be in Ottawa? I'm not sure yet, but probably like near the end of August. You've grown so fast. I'm so proud. Thank you, Jason. Can't do it without you guys. What's the deal with Laura not having a Canadian accent? Is she really from Canada? She is actually, but I don't think Canadians have a very strong accent, so probably just, you wouldn't notice it. Do I have a Canadian accent? What would be the 2 main items that you would take traveling, excluding the obvious, such as a backpack and cameras? Okay. I think like one of like the cool things that I recommend for people to bring is like a secondary bag. So inside of your backpacker's backpack, it's nice to have like a drawstring bag, the ones with like the little rope, because it's just like really good for day trips. You can throw like your bathing suit and a towel in there or something. It just, you know, it's nice to have a second bag so you don't have to lug around your backpack when you want to carry a few things around. What else? Other than that, if you're going to Southeast Asia, it doesn't hurt to bring sunscreen, because sunscreen's a lot more expensive once you go to Asia. I just tried to drink water with the lid on. That didn't happen. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Nina. And I will, Jimmy. 1990-94. To meet you and Molly would be insane. That would be cool. 5 more. I'm proud. You have to go to Kenya. I think Kenya would be really cool. However, the experience with the gypsies here has been minimal. Someone asked that. You know, they've not even been violent. There's been a lot of people who sell flowers on the side of the road, but nothing wrong with that. Brian, you're such a trooper. I'm having an argument with my dad as to why he should subscribe to you. Now that's what a good subscriber looks like. Thanks, Brian. Like I said, fan of the day material. Be ready for it. And guys, we are 5 away still, so let's get it. Do any famous people subscribe to you? I mean, I don't know what you define it by famous, but there's people who have more subscribers than I do that subscribe to me, I guess. Do you ever worry about theft? Do I ever worry about theft when traveling? You know what? I was actually a lot more worried about it before getting here in Romania. And of course, I travel with some nice equipment, so I'm always kind of worried about it. But I've been very impressed. The hostel experience here has been great. Everything's been very, very safe and secure. And so I feel like right now I'm feeling pretty chilled out over theft. But every time I go to a new country, I'm always a bit worried. It's just kind of natural. But if you're not worried, that's when the accidents can happen. You know, if you have that fear, it helps you act more intelligently, and you just make sure to lock your stuff. That thunder though. Do you plan to travel Australia, New Zealand? Definitely. Who's the winner of the drone? Not announced yet. Okay, let's go back to the new comments. Where did you get that bracelet? I got this bracelet from the Philippines, actually. Dream car. My dream car, I really like Maseratis. I think they're sick. I'm more of a car person than a truck as well. Why has your vlog been more successful? It's. I want to say one thing. You know, everyone has different channels, and it's not a competition by any sense. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Do a Snapchat Q&A. I would love to. That would be great. Do you feel sketchy pulling the drone? Do I feel sketchy pulling the drone out in remote areas? Yeah, sometimes. But like in the Philippines, for example, like I could be in the most remote area with locals, and some of them like being like a group of fully grown men, but I just didn't feel intimidated there. You just kind of have to get a feel for the vibe, and like in the Philippines, the vibe was really positive, and like, oh, you guys, we hit it, screenshot. Yes. You guys, we made it, and I made the screenshot, and we're back down, but that doesn't matter. There's trolls everywhere. That's so funny. Yay! Made it. I'm so excited right now. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Like seriously, you guys are the best, and I can't wait to put up my next few videos for you guys. Yep, I'm reading the comments right now. Stoked, you guys. And those of you guys who chilled with me for the past 3 hours, you guys are hella troopers. I don't forget that. My Fazil, he's very proud of this accomplishment. Now aim for 500. I think the next landmark is 250. And I'm gonna have to think about what my goal is, like when I wanna hit that. But you know, the important thing is to always aim high, higher than you think you can shoot. And that's what I did with 100. And you guys, we made it. So super stoked. Thank you so much, you guys. I know I need to get to bed. There's a few others who have been hanging in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I love you guys. Have a good night, and let's get lost again tomorrow.